Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox. Welcome back to another live stream here with oxygen not included. The thermal upgrade actually just came out this week in the test phase, so we're going to jump in and play a little bit with the new update and check out some of the new things that you can do with it. So there are actually quite a lot of changes they've made already, and there's a number of them that I think they're going to have to tweak a little bit because this is still just in its basically in its test phase. They rolled it out on the 15th in the beta branch and Steam, and you can go in and check that out and play with all the new changes and stuff they've added to the game, but it's not really in its final version yet. I think that's supposed to come out like next week, and that'll be patched into the live game. But as soon as we have access to this stuff, I'd like to get in right away and kind of get in there and play a little bit. It kind of makes, I don't know, I hate waiting for this stuff, so I like to get in there right away. So some of the things they've added a new Ice Biome. There's a new space heater, liquid tepidizer, textile factory, so you can actually make clothes for your duplicants, which is kind of cool. There's some new plants in here. And then they've made a number of different changes also that seem to have added a significant level of difficulty to the game. So I'm kind of curious to see how this all plays out ultimately. We're going to start a new game today. In part because it's just kind of cool to... I think I really like starting new games. Something about the beginning of the game I find most exciting because you have the most to do and most to build out. But also, with the new update, you can't go back and use any of your old save files. So the games that I already had going before, I can no longer access as long as I'm using this new version. So right off the bat, you can see one of the changes they made is that you have different colored shirts now. Not everyone's a crazy, like... little red shirt from Star Trek or something that is all doomed to pass away. I'm going to try and get some people with some decent... uncultured. Some decent statistics here that we can work with. I'm not too worried about cooking. We can go with athletics, construction, digging. I want to make sure that I'm grabbing somebody that doesn't have really bad traits to try to deal with, but also has some decent stats that we can make use of. I think with this update, medicine's going to become a whole lot more important than it used to be. Oh, look at that. My, so you might have noticed I just got a little pop-up at the top of the screen there. I've decided to move into the year 2015 since I was running with really old streaming stuff. So I have some stream notifications I've turned on to kind of check out and see what that's like. Yes, thank you for mentioning it. You got to get a shorter name. Level it up a pace, Golden King. We did set up a Discord channel or a Discord server so that you guys can kind of connect and chat and the kind of thing. I'll use it for posting announcements and stuff, so if I'm going to have a live stream or something, I'll post it there. And then it'll also give you a chance to kind of connect and talk with each other, because I find that a lot of the time, the community is really good on a live stream like this where you can chat, but in between streams, there's not really as much person-to-person communication. It's kind of just me to you and you to me. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a Discord server there, and Level It Up a pace. Golden King was... good enough to help set up the Discord for me. You'll find the link for the Discord in the description here for the stream, and it should be appearing on pretty much every video now. Grease Monkey, duplicants to throw good away. Tinkering +5. So I'm going to take Stinky. Will be one of our duplicants here, and as we've been doing with the other streams, we're going to go ahead and name the different duplicants off of people that join in the stream and kind of chat a little bit in there. Wow, lots of people jumping in now. Okay, so let's see. Biohazard, I'm not really a big fan of that, so let's get rid of that. Yokel, anemic, no. Gastrophobia. This one's okay, so he just won't cook, I guess. But he's a quick learner, so I'm good with that. Interior decorator would be okay, I guess. Decor expectations, okay. He doesn't learn, or he doesn't do research. What else we got here? So I'm going to try and grab people quickly, because I hate this part of the process. Athletics, instruction. This guy's got a... Oh, I don't want a loud sleeper. He ends up waking everybody up. Athletics, cooking, creativity, tinkering, and construction. Gastrophobia. Bottomless stomach. No, I don't want that. So one of the changes they made in this is they've actually made it much more difficult to grow... to keep a constant supply of the meal lice, unfortunately, so they don't produce seeds anymore the way they used to, so you can't just constantly replant them. So I got to be a little bit careful about grabbing somebody who is... this guy's got a pretty good set of skills. Yeah, we'll go with him. I got to be careful about grabbing somebody who's got that bottomless stomach trait. So I'm going to grab a couple people that I know showed up early to the stream, and we'll just name the first 3 after them, and then we'll grab a couple more people when we get some more duplicants. I'll name some more after those of you who are here. Sorry, Cherry, you've got a bit of a balding problem. And you're a ginger. I can't help it. Hi, Nathan Paul. How are you tonight? Wow, we got lots of people. Faithless Angel, Azrael Dreamer, Alex Armitage, Dark Soul, Fluffiest Teddy, Fighter Jet, Julian Todd. Wow, there's lots of people here. All right. Needy Acropolis. All right, I'm not going to bother changing the name. Let's just use that. These guys are pretty needy. I still have yet to grab LEGO Worlds. I should grab that. All right, so lots of changes here. So you're going to see a bunch of things that are different right off the bat. I'm going to pause this initially so we can take a quick look around. We have a decent supply of water to start off with. That's good. Although we're going to have to drill down a little bit to get to it. So with the new update, of course, there is the... sorry, Julian Todd. Jillian Todd, rather. Sorry. It's trying to read it on the fly. Can't help it. The other series I can't continue, unfortunately, because by changing to the new version of the game, I can't use my old save game, so we're going to have to start fresh. But it's just as well, because there's all kinds of different things they've added in here. So in the oxygen overlay, you can see they've really pared it down now. The tricky part is going to be instead of having contaminated oxygen, it's now just called polluted oxygen. And it's really hard to identify now, because these are all vacuums. It's not helping. When I find some, I'll point it out to you, but it looks the same as regular oxygen now on that overlay, which is rough. Cryptic, how do you change your YouTube name? I think that's a really good question. I don't know. I did mine when it was part of Google Plus, and you had to go to Google Plus in order to update it. And I'm not sure whether that's something you still have to do, even though they've sort of made that disconnection. I'm going to head towards the water here at first. I don't want to get rid of that oxalite, so let's grab this. Oh, I don't even need to go that high. What am I doing? I don't think they can even reach that high. There we go. Throw in some tile flooring. Make everything all fancy. Figure that way if they're sweeping, they'll be able to clean it up a little better. Blossoms still give seeds. Yeah, they do. The tricky part with blossoms is that you have to feed them with fertilizer. So it's kind of a trade-off. The funny thing is you can either keep your outhouses around so you're producing fertilizer through your compost, which we might have to do for a while, instead of using the lavatory, which doesn't produce polluted oxygen. And then in that case, you're using sand in order to filter out that polluted oxygen. But we'll have to see what happens, I guess. A lot of things have been tweaked with the game, so I think there's going to be a bit of a learning curve. Let's speed this up a bit. A bit of a learning curve as we get used to the different changes they've added into it. Stream name says Rocket League Xbox One. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. For some reason... All right, hold on a second. For some reason... My streaming software always seems to overwrite everything on me. Let's see if it will change if I just modify it in here without... Alright, I swapped it over. I don't know whether that's going to work or not. Hopefully it does. I ran into like a comedy of errors trying to set up the stream today. When I actually scheduled it ahead of time, it converted the time over to Pacific time on me, so it was saying I wasn't starting until like 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern. What are you going to do? That did it. Okay, it switched over. That's good. Oh, what a mess. All right, so at least we got that fixed. So we're going to do a little digging here and try and find some stuff. What have we got here? What is that? It says that's dirt, but it looks... That's some funny-looking dirt. Oh, I guess that's mealwood seed right there. Weird. Okay. All right, so we get some digging. I think the first thing we're going to focus on is trying to get some toilets, and I should dig over this way to get it. This is all a vacuum. If I dig into that, it's probably better to cut into this while we have some really strong oxygen production. A lot of it's going to get sucked down from up here, but the oxalite will replace it really fast. So I'm not too worried about that. I have a weird question. Have you ever skied? If so, did you today? That is a weird question. I have skied, but no, I did not ski today. There was lots of snow for it, though. I don't know what area everyone's in, but I'm located in Canada, and we got quite a bit of snow the other day. Okay, I'm going to put... let's get some plumbing in here right away. We're going to need outhouses. The very first thing they always seem to run into is problems with not having a bathroom, so let's get that taken care of right off the bat. What is your favorite ice cream? That's a good question. Maybe mint chip? Possibly Neapolitan? I don't know. I'm a big fan of chocolatey stuff, but I do like the mint. Oh, these guys don't have air already. Oh, look at that. Oxygen, breathable gas, it's just really low percentage. So the air doesn't seem to be flowing as quickly as it used to. Normally when you cut into a vacuum in the regular portion of the game... Oh, we'll get it here. It would suck it all down there really fast. But it doesn't seem to be doing that now. So that's something I'm going to have to certainly keep an eye on. All right, what to build first? We have our outhouses. That's good. Let's get some research on the go because we're going to need that as soon as possible. But I'm going to need a manual generator, which is going to take some copper here. Let's get some copper dug up. That'll let us build the manual generator. Have you ever had issues with hurt dupes? Not before, but it looks like now they're much, much more susceptible to damage. And heat is a really big thing now. So, oh, here's the ice biome over here. So you can see it's actually looks like it's snowing a little bit almost. So we have the ice biome over here that's super cold. It's actually it's not as cold as I thought it might be. It's like 31 degrees, 32 degrees in the negative. All these guys are standing around bored. Okay, hold on. Let's get some storage built. I'll put some storage bins. I don't want to... put them over here, I guess. You'll need to dig up the sand, too. All right, you guys build that. We have access to power now, so let's get a manual generator going so that we can quickly get on to doing some research. In the stations, we want the research station. And we'll need some wiring. Electrical wire. So not only do we have to deal with a lot of temperature stuff now, so everything that produces heat now actually becomes a bit of a challenge for you because it really heats up the area that you're in. And if your equipment gets too hot, it'll actually break. And then you have to repair it, which really stinks. Let's just set these for all for now. Oh! It sounded like... I thought I heard a little hatch here somewhere. I don't see him, though. Oh, there he is. Oh, we got two of them. Nice! Alright, we're going to try to keep them alive. We'll pen them off. And then we could use a little hatch farm to make some coal for us. That'll be handy. I think I set one of these to sweep only. I don't want that. There we go. Let's see. Organic. I don't have an option to turn off the contaminated dirt yet because we don't have it. The coal generator breaks itself if not cooled properly. Yeah, so temperature in general seems to be a big challenge now. Everyone's saying that stress becomes a little bit more difficult to manage because your duplicants have to have that ideal temperature also. But then also all of your equipment is really susceptible to damage and things when it gets too hot. So things like the supercomputer produces a lot of heat, batteries produce a lot of heat, the coal generator produces a lot of heat. All those things we have to be a little more careful with now. The duplicants will automatically go and fix it, fortunately. Still nothing there. However, you can get into this funny little loop where it's breaking itself and needing fixing constantly because the temperature that it's sitting at, like every couple of minutes, it breaks on you. We don't really want to run into that scenario too much. Somewhere here, there we go, polluted dirt. We want to get rid of that. So they've renamed a few things. We have polluted dirt now instead of contaminated dirt. Not sure why they made that change exactly, except that maybe they thought contaminated sounded like it was something that wasn't usable at all. We have polluted air instead of contaminated air as well. Not that you can really see it on the overlay anymore. That's not. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. Oh, I should probably put a floor under this thing, I guess. We got this thing charged up already, which is good. How are we doing for the next dupe? 798 seconds. Oh, we got tons of time. Tons of time. Isn't dirt always dirt? I don't know. I guess if you have, like, dirty dirt that has non-dirt dirt in it. I don't know. What do you say to bad ice? That's cold. Ba-dum-bump. Should be to the right when you name, click a profile pic. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through the chat here. It's hard to keep tabs on what's going on in the chat and the game at the same time. Okay, so farming is always the first thing I go after because we want to get that compost pile. We also want to get the access to the planters as soon as possible. Set this on a loop. So here's our temperature overlay, and you can see we're already getting a little bit of warmth built up over here. Now, before with the game, prior to this update, if you had something really hot next to something that was really cold, they would keep their same temperature and nothing happened. But now that the temperatures will actually spread around, so if you have something cold next to something, it will actually affect the object that's next to it. And same thing with heat. So eventually we're going to want to move these things around and not have them positioned here. This is just sort of will be our starting place for them. But ultimately, things that are going to get really hot, we want to have them ideally maybe in like a thermally controlled room where we can use insulation to protect other things around them, but then also try to control the airflow in there so that it's getting some sort of cooling. It's going to be a lot of work, I think. There's a lot to try to adapt to that's so different from the core portion of the game. Still, it's really fun to kind of jump in and test out new things before it's really live. I think they're probably going to end up making some changes to some of the stuff, too, just based on what they find. If you say dirty, it sounds like derp. That's probably my crazy Canadian accent coming in. Out and about in a boat and all that. CrypticFox, what came in the new update? There is a lot. So let me show you off some of the buildings. I don't know if we have access to too many of them just yet. You'll notice that the manual airlock is now actually in the base stuff, so you can build it right away. You don't need to do research before you can do that. I think it's because they added the cold area and they want to have that ability to have that kind of locked off. Let's get this set up here. Organic, no polluted dirt. Get this dirt out of here. All right. So there's that that they changed. Where are we here? In the power now, they have this heavy watt wire. So if you're drawing too much power on a single line of electrical cabling, it will actually break. So we're going to having to kind of change a few things around and look at how we do our electrical layout a little bit too. So I'm going to try and use heavy watt wire for most of the core of the wiring, and then I might even have to set up multiple circuits and things in order to try to separate that power consumption. Nothing too crazy different in terms of like food or plumbing. Some of these things that function a little bit better and a little bit differently, so they did some changes that way, which is good. Let's do a ladder upwards. I think I'll put it over here. We'll go this way. Throw a little floor across this way. Ta-da! Oh, missed. Cannibal just subscribed. Thanks, Cannibal. I don't know if he's actually watching the stream or not. What I haven't figured out with this notification thing that I only just started testing it out is I don't know if it gives notifications if just anyone subscribes because they see a video or if it's only people that are in the stream. You have to determine that. Goes to Wax also subscribed. Thank you very much. So I have it set so it'll give notifications anytime somebody subscribes, but again, I don't know if it's a case of anyone from the main channel area subscribing will pop it up, or but I also have it set for things like if someone clicks on the super chat or whatever and does a donation thing, you get a pop-up for that. And I think that's the only two options you really have through the one that I'm using. I tried to look at something that would actually get the text chat in the video, so I'm not constantly repeating people's questions, but I haven't figured that out just yet. All right, let's let this go for a bit. I don't want to do a lot of prioritizing in here. I'm going to try and do the same thing I've done previously, where I just kind of let them go at their own pace. Oh, they buried their ladder they were building. So Dark Souls is from the live stream, so hopefully that's true. Crazy Dave just subscribed. I guess so. Nope. Let's cancel this over here. Get rid of that little ladder. To be honest, Golden King, I have no idea. Oh, you did short your name. Thank you. I have no idea how to go about updating mods, but I'll have to. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that a little bit because we're starting to get more and more people that are popping into the live chat. Kristen Hall just was right. Wow, we're getting a ton all of a sudden. It's been a good week. I'm not gonna lie. I think I hit like 5,000 subscribers on the weekend. So thank you to everyone who is a subscriber and follows along with the channel. Alejandro, I can't pronounce your last name. I'm sorry, it was too fast. Hit 5,000 subscribers on the weekend, and we're already over 5,300 now, so that's pretty crazy. We've had some really good growth in the last week. I'm kind of impressed by that. It's awesome. Roses are red, violets are blue like CrypticFox, and I do too. And okay, now that's a terrible poem, Cherry. You got to work on that a little bit. Oh, we finished our research, so we can get in here and do another one. All right, so we've got the farming in place. I think the next one I'm going to do... I normally like to do liquid piping because I want to get to the sanitation sciences faster. But in this case, because temperature and everything is going to be an issue, I kind of want to get access to some of these new things. And I also want the gas permeable tile, so I think I'm going to research that next today. I do have to watch the temperature of this thing, because apparently if you run it constantly now, it will overheat to the point where it shuts itself down. You can already see it's getting pretty warm here. The battery's hot, but this is just warm. I have no idea how this manual generator is staying temperate when it's next to the battery, but whatever. I don't think it's perfect just yet. Hi, old Miss Gamer 32. Yeah, you were right at the very end last time. That's true. Okay. Build, build, build. Fast, fast. Oh, you know what? Why don't I just speed it up a little bit? Instead of sitting and waiting for them, I can just make them go faster. Manual generator key's broken. Yeah, clearly it is, because it's still staying nice and cool. I'm not going to complain, mind you, because it's not going to contribute to the heat in my space too much. Let's check our oxygen overlay. The air distribution seems to be really broken, too. It doesn't spread out quite as easily as it used to. Hopefully they'll kind of muck around with that a little bit. All right, I need a name. Sorry, the video's going to collapse for a sec when I scroll back up here, because I have to... Whenever I click off the game, it always seems to close it off on me. I don't know why. So it looks like Chandra is next, in terms of people that were in the chat and chatting. All right, so we've got dimensionally inept, so he can't build anything. He can't cook anything, or he's a mouth breather with a small bladder. That seems like a double whammy I don't really want to take on, but I do love diver's lungs. Oh boy, dimensionally inept though, can't build. Sorry, Chandra, you're not much of a builder. I want to grab those diver's lungs just because those are so good. That's a great trait to have if you're looking for trying to figure out what ones to take. Diver's lungs is really handy because they consume less oxygen. The gut on the right, yeah. Not a tax collector. Wait a minute, the tax collector's here. Nobody tell him my name. Oh, we opened. Oh, wow! I cut into a bunch of oxygen up here. I guess that'll help with the airflow a little bit if it comes down. Okay, I'm gonna need to dig down here. We're starting to get some carbon dioxide build up, and I want to build a little bit of a pit to kind of get rid of this stuff. So I'm gonna extend my ladder here downward. If these guys will do me the favor of digging up this plant, we'll dig it down this way, and then we'll take out the sides a little bit, and we'll let the carbon dioxide sink down here a little. Oh no, I cut into the hatch. Oh no. Okay, they jumped over. I wonder if they'll just stay up there as long as I don't build a ladder or anything up there for them to get down. Actually, I don't think they can even climb ladders. What am I thinking? Fluffiest Teddy. Yeah, we'll see. I'll scroll back and look through the chat and see who was here first. I think initially I'm going to start like I normally do with like 6 duplicants. And then if we get to a place where we can accommodate more and we're handling the stress and the heat and everything well enough, then maybe I'll add a couple more. Hatches are everywhere now, yeah. We've got at least 2 of them there. These guys are all suffering for the lack of oxygen. Alright, that's good. It'll start to cool down here a little bit. They have this really weird hop across to get over to the bathrooms, but they can handle it, I think. Hopefully. We're about to find out. How's the research going? Almost done with the gas piping, and then we can move on to the liquid piping, I guess. You know, what am I doing? I really should build a second research station. Let's build this one over here. Spread the warmth around a little bit. Bloop. Research complete. Alright. New research. Liquid piping. I thought I just did liquid piping. I guess I was on the gas piping still. Man, that went slower than I thought. Hope there are ice biome animals. I want penguins. I haven't seen any animals, actually. You're going to lose my hatches. Why? Is it too hot up there? Toasty environment. No, they seem to be comfortable. I don't know. Oh, okay. No, I think it is saying it's a little warm. 22 degrees. It's not that warm, though. I think they'll be okay. What do I think about the new oxygen overview? I actually really don't like it, to be honest. Maybe I'm jaded now because I got used to playing the game the other way. And change is always hard. But I just find that there's so much less information shown here with only 4 boxes. In particular, if you look over here, this is all polluted oxygen. So it's technically breathable, but it's very toxic. But if you look on the oxygen overlay, it looks just like the breathable oxygen that you would normally have. So I don't know if they plan to change that or not, but now if you start to produce polluted oxygen, it's paying attention more to the pressure of the gas in the space and less to what type it is. Name a dupe Crazy Dave. That's a good name. But then again, I also like Plants vs. Zombies, so that might be why. All right, I got so many people working on research right now and running the power that I've got very little digging going on. Research complete. Oh, that was a little quicker. It was a lot faster when you got 2 people doing it. Let's get into power regulation next. When we get to the point of doing the second level, I'll probably destroy one of these research stations and then just build the supercomputer in its place. Cryptic, I can find how to get mods and name the next one Golden. Yeah, no, actually, mods are relatively straightforward, I think. I just have to figure out how to go in and do it. I haven't really had a huge need for mods to any great degree, but I am starting to find that keeping up with the chat is getting to be a little bit tricky. Oh, I dropped a whole bunch of sand down here. And the oxalate. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that could even fall. I thought you could actually just cut it loose and it would hang. Oh, they came down. No. Okay, hold on. We need to deal with that. Let's try to tile this in for now. Hopefully we can keep them in there. We unlocked a couple of things. We have our compost here. Let's set that over there. I think I've had that for a while, and I've just been a little slow getting it out. Planter boxes we're ready for. I can put those maybe... Well, I was going to put them up here, but maybe I'll put them down lower. Because they don't mind the carbon dioxide so much. Put your storage containers in the Ice Biome as well. Don't waste time or resource on a fridge. Yeah, that's what I plan to do in terms of storing food anyway. Mind you, I've got to cut over to the Ice Biome. Oh, I'm not that far off of it. Ultimately, I'm going to end up moving this bathroom. But if you look in the temperature overlay now, you can see how cold it is. It's all chilled here. And it's actually going to start to spread into the space where the bathroom is. Which could be a problem because, frankly, no one likes to sit on a frozen toilet seat. You're missing half the stream trying to get an app. What app are you trying to get? The like a YouTube app or something? Oh, we have a hatch sitting down here. He's gonna wind up getting dug up, and then he's gonna be unhappy. Let me cancel this. I'm gonna need to cancel this too because I don't want him I don't want him getting stuck down here. I'd like to try to trap him up top, if I can, anyway. What changed with temperatures? Kind of a lot of things did. Oh, hold on. Oh, boy. I wasn't paying attention. I think I need to focus on a little bit of gas control here now. All right, so first things first. Let's get some semi-permeable tile in here. Or some gas-permeable tile, I guess I should call it. Maybe not quite that much. I'm going to set my oxygen right here in the middle for now. This will ultimately get moved, I think. But this will let me do it with the least amount of wiring. And then I'm going to need to do something about controlling the carbon dioxide because it's building up really fast down here. So I should probably use an algae terrarium for now, as much as I hate using them. Put one over by the toilet for the moment. Make sure these guys can breathe. Dupe can't swim. Well, they can go in the water, but they come out cold. And then you have to really watch out for that. Oh, thanks, Michael Brosnan. Appreciate that you enjoy the videos. So watch now. Everybody's going to want to be a moderator. Michael Brosnan just subscribed. Hey, welcome to the channel. Yeah, now when your dupes go into the water, they come out and they've got that little speech bubble above them that says that they're cold. Unless you warm the water up anyway. So it's like 22.7 degrees here. Seems to be around the same over here, 22 and change. All right, this should let the gas spread around a little bit. Wow, it actually got to a really low concentration. I didn't realize that. Actually, that's not that low. I used to run half my base on this pressure level before. Now it looks like it's in panic state. It's all purple. Why don't you like using the terrarium? Well, for two reasons. One, it's insufficient resources, water. Look at the water. Well, for one, it consumes a lot of water. And two, it's dependent on algae. So the sooner I can move away from being dependent on algae and sucking up extra water, the better it is, I figure. Now, as it stands, with all this ice that they've added over here, like all this snow here is liquefiable, so you can melt it, and then you can end up with lots of water. So it seems like water is not going to be as much of a problem as it used to be. But instead, oh, whoa. We got somebody trapped. You're going to need a ladder. Let's set a priority on this. I don't want to have them up there too long. Get them to tackle that sooner rather than later. Yeah, water is really no longer an issue. There's so many different places you can get it. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe where watches don't exist, I could never tell the time. Alright, so this is all digging out really nicely. And we got some more metal over here. That's good, too. I got this hatch sitting right in the middle. Now I don't know what to do with the guy. I can't really get him back up top here. So my options with them are going to be relatively limited. Oh, we got sand in front of my thing, entombing my building. Let's make use of that. Oh, I finished my research. I didn't even notice. Okay. Let's do the interior decor quickly. Look at that hammered out fast. Maybe you could use a jacuzzi. Oh, that would be cool. Make like just a thin layer of like one tile high water and put the warmer in there. Let the guys hang out in the jacuzzi. I think the tricky thing now is going to be they're not even fetching water for this thing. What's going on? Oh, maybe because I put them on the rush for the ladder. Oh, they'll actually drill into the floor now. They didn't used to do that. It used to be if there was a tile floor there, they just wouldn't submerge themselves, and now apparently they do. That's new. Somebody bring water over here. Come on. They're busy picking stuff up and digging, but they're not supplying water to this thing. What are you doing? Set this on a 6. Maybe they'll keep it stocked a little better. Alright, gas is looking a little bit better now. This purple really throws me off, but it's still almost 500 grams per tile here, and that's really not a problem. So I don't know why it would be highlighted. Just waiting for that one moment where you can control someone instead. Oh, like give them specific controls, yeah. I mean, I guess you could change their jobs around and stuff, which gives you a little bit of control. They're just not even getting the water for this. Why not? It's right here. They should have no problem getting it. Huh. Set everything to 9. Problem solved. No, I've tried to get to a point where I'm not really doing a whole lot of prioritizing anymore and letting them kind of tackle things in its due course. I don't know if it really makes a difference in stress, but I find that I've really had no stress problems since I started doing that. All right, so we have that first set done. I think maybe I'll go for sanitation sciences next. Might as well. I do like getting the air deodorizer. Although, again, I can't tell where the polluted air is. So this is all carbon dioxide over here. I don't think there's any polluted air in this space. So there used to be a lot of polluted air that came off of the composter, but I don't know if it still does that anymore. Oh, Apex, I'm glad you enjoy the guides. They've been fun to make, although I think I'm going to wind up having to remake a couple of them after an update or two, because it looks like there's a lot changing in the game. Another duplicant. Choose a duplicant. Alright, I think we're going to go with Fluffiest Teddy for this one. We can get an irritable bowel that was uncultured and early bird. So they won't be too offended by poor decor. Can't dig it. I hate people that can't dig. This person can't dig or learn. Or can't do research, rather. I'm not super worried about that. Amphibious, you know what? Crazy Dave. I see. Somebody really wants Crazy Dave in here. All right, well, Fluffiest Teddy asked first, so we'll put Fluffiest Teddy in, and then the next dupe will be Crazy Dave. Let's go with Lindsay. You'll be Fluffiest Teddy. I apologize if this is not the correct sex for you, but we take our dupes as we get them. Do you know when this game comes out on Mac? I don't, unfortunately. They haven't really announced any plans for the Mac specifically, I don't think. Not in terms of timelines, anyway. We can get rid of the sand now since that hatch isn't hiding in it. And I guess we can dig out over here and do a ceiling if they'll let us. I don't know if our dupes will reach up this high or not without the assistance of a ladder, but we'll find out. Let's cancel that. There we go. Oh yeah, they can reach. That's good. Okay, I need a supercomputer. I'm going to destroy this thing. I know it seems like kind of a waste since I just built it, but I don't want to double up on my power and power consumption and heat production. So I'm going to get rid of that since I did the vast majority of the work anyway. And we'll plug a supercomputer right in here instead. Even though you're actually a boy, you'll take it. That's good. Because again, we don't have a ton of options. You can just be a boy with long, feminine-styled hair. I mean, it's fine, really. How many dupes are you going for this colony? I'll probably start with 6, and then if everything's balanced well enough there, I'll make it a little bit better. And maybe add in a couple more. Let's throw a tile floor over here. I think what I'm going to do is try to get some carbon dioxide consumption and some coal generated power down in this lower area here. So I'm going to dig out a little 4-high section this way. For now. For now, it'll just act as a pocket that'll kind of store carbon dioxide until we get something a little more going there. Now, the trouble is going to be I don't have clear access to water in that spot. So it may not be the best option. You know what? Let me cancel this. Let's go the other direction. We'll dig in this way, I guess. Are you assuming that dupe's gender? Well, I'm going by the hair, I guess, so that might not be accurate. Select research. All right, there we go. Get our supercomputer going. How are we doing temperature-wise? Things are warming up in the center of the base. Fortunately, the algae deoxidizer is only warm. It's not hot, but this tiny battery produces a fair amount of heat. Oh, the manual generator warmed up. How about that? It wasn't warming up before, but now it is. Maybe it just hadn't been used enough before. Can you name one golden? I'm looking to get mods. Oh, yes. Alright, cool. Dukes don't want to put water in the terrarium. Yeah, they just don't. Oh, he's cleaning the toilet. What a time to have to zoom in. Set this thing priority 9. I don't know what's going on. I wonder if... I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if they won't jump the gap when they're carrying water on their back. I mean, that seems like kind of a silly thing, but I guess we could test it. Do a little gas permeable tile so that we can have the carbon dioxide still sink there. Yeah, Chandra, yep, you didn't die. You're still alive here somewhere. There you are there. You're in front of the research station. You're a little grimy. You got dirty hands, but you don't seem to be too upset yet. I stress yet. I think I'm going to put some beds in place here. Let's get some furniture out. We'll do the little bedroom in here, I guess. That'll do for now. I'll build 5 cots. I'm going to have a 6 duplicant soon. 1,000 seconds. He can wait. Tip, fetching water. Yeah, it says they'll fetch water, but they're not doing a whole lot of it. I've even got it opened up to them. I don't understand what's going on. They're just not stocking that thing with water. It might be a bug, I guess. Let me I'm going to deconstruct this thing and build a new one and see if... Oh, geez, I don't really even need it now. It's funny, all the air is spreading this way, but it's not going over this side. Oh, I thought I built this 4 high, but it only went 3 high. Drat. Compost, carbon dioxide. Thorax 707, welcome to the channel. I'm actually, surprisingly, I'm not getting a lot of carbon dioxide pooling down here, considering how much of it was building up. But I think maybe it's the air pressure is just squishing it down now. Yeah, we've got like 1,000 grams of it here, but it's because the air pressure above it is at 1,000. I cut into this pocket of air over here, and it kind of pressed everything down for me. Down to 10,000 calories. That's going to be an issue soon. Finished another research. Yay! No. What's going on with the supercomputer? They're not fetching water at all. I'm going to have to put... What is going on here? So it's not even that algae terrarium. They're just not getting water at all. They'll normally go after it if it's 2 blocks away. But they're not delivering it to the supercomputer either. There we go. Now they're finally getting it. So weird. Oh, well. I destroyed the algae terrarium, and now they would actually probably supply the thing if I left it there. Let's take that out. Don't forget to separate, use up electrical systems once you get coal going. Yeah, I'm also going to use the heavy electrical cable, the heavy watt wire, once we get some other power generation going. I started really liking to use this duplicant temperature. Environments that are extremely hot or cold will affect your duplicant's internal body temperature and cause stress. The thermal comfort overlay, F4, will let you view all the blah blah blah. So this is what they're talking about, the thermal comfort overlay. So anything that's gray is largely neutral, doesn't really have any real effect on them. Things that are blue make them colder. Things that are red make them warmer. It's fairly intuitive. Maybe now they have to be submerged in water to fetch it. I don't know, maybe. I mean, it still says they'll fetch it from within 2 blocks, but I don't know. Clearly there's something they're not doing there, but... Oh, we got some idle people. What's going on? Okay, we got room to build. Let's do... you know, I built this floor actually 1 layer lower than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to go like this. Or maybe not like that. That was messy. Good lord. Let's go like that. Oh, let's not do that. I just camped off the top of the ladder. I'm on a roll. Actually, I don't even need this ladder in the middle. Aside from the fact that they're going to climb up there, but since I already have this open, I should probably just extend this ladder all the way up to the top. And then they can dig out some of this too. I don't normally like to expand too quickly in terms of like upwards movement, but I'm already producing air, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. There's a lot of air in here. I really should it would spread out more this way, though. It's all moving to the right. Weird. Crazy save, correct? Yeah. How many hours have you spent playing this game so far, Cryptic? I'm actually not sure. I think Steam will tell me. Hold on 1 second. If I pop up Steam, where's my Steam? 53 hours, apparently. So a fair amount of time. Food shortage. We're going to have to start working on food. I was hoping they would last a little longer without needing it, but I guess we're going to have to get a micro musher going. So let's get that taken care of. Where's my food? Let's take a micro musher here. But that's really close ceiling. I hate that I did that 3 blocks instead of 4. We'll run a little wiring up the ladder over to the micro musher. How much power does this thing draw? 240 watts, so it's not that bad. Not that I have tons of it to spare, but... Wish me luck. You need to go into the frozen tundra and find your sister. Oh! Well, good luck then. I hope you're talking about a game and not really having to go to the frozen tundra. Alright, we'll get that built, and then I guess we'll start worrying about some food production here. Feed them some disgusting little mush bars. I'm going to get rid of this layer of tile I built here, because I don't like it. Except they aren't breaking it. What's going on? Oh, I used cancel. Ah, works way better when you use deconstruct. Was there just an update for this game? Yes, an unofficial update. It's in testing right now for like the next week. It came out on... what was it, the Tuesday, the 15th? So it's in what they call like the beta branch, which is funny because this game's still in alpha. But it's sort of like a... Oh, gosh, I just did the same thing twice. It's sort of like a way that developers can have actual players test out the game before they release it as a larger rollout. So this update is actually supposed to go live with the full version of the game like next week. But we do have access to the testing now, which is cool. I figured as long as we have access to it, we might as well get in and play it and get used to it. Let's get rid of this floor, and then I'm going to build a new floor here. Food shortage. Who's doing the cooking? What's going on? Who stopped cooking? Oh, there we go. Chandre, apparently you're our official chef, and you don't like the drab decor. How long have you been a YouTuber? I don't even know if I still would consider myself a YouTuber, but I've had a channel for about 2.5 years now, but I've only really consistently been producing videos for about 1.5 years. For about the first year and a half, I focused largely on Disney Infinity. Did a whole bunch of stuff with that. And then I started branching out into a bunch of different other games, and been kind of doing a little bit of everything now, I guess. Okay, so we can do the med bay, or let's get into percolation, maybe. Where's my... Yeah, I want to get to the advanced filtration, so we can get to that scrubber. Not that it's looking like we really need it a lot yet. Hold on. Well, I mean, it's down here. The carbon dioxide is here. If the air pressure ever drops, this is going to expand really quickly. I can make do with an algae terrarium for now, so let's get into percolation. Yeah, all right, I selected it. Good. Let's put an algae terrarium at the bottom of the stairs here to help convert this, just so that it's not a problem if we ever lose pressure. What new stuff did the update bring? Lots of new stuff, actually. So, a lot more temperature sensitivity. You may have noticed that the duplicants have different kinds of shirts. They're not all just red anymore. So now we have red, green, yellow. I think there might be blue. Let's see. We can have an uncultured mole hands with a bottomless stomach, a grease monkey with a small bladder, or an uncultured gastrophobic. That's actually a pretty good combination. So they're not going to cook, but I think we... How many gastrophobes did we take already? I don't remember. They're +7 medicine, and I think there's more issues now with disease in the game. There's even some that are related to temperature now. So I think we'll go with a physician. Even though he's a gastrophobe, we'll take a physician, and we'll call the physician... Let's see... King Golden. And I'm going to do... I was going to stop at 6, but I'll do 7 duplicants, and we'll get Crazy Dave in here, too. Here since 1.0. Really? That's a really long time. You wish I would... What, you wish I would do what all night? Stream? You could sleep... Oh, I should never click off of... Drat. Should never click off the game when I'm streaming. I don't know why. It always collapses the game as soon as I click off it. It's terrible. Oh, you know what? I've got all these people doing paintings. I should probably look at the jobs and make sure I have the actual artist doing the art. What a novel idea. All right. There we go. Let's narrow it down so they make something that actually looks reasonably like an art project. 7,000 calories. Research complete. Sanitation sciences are done. Okay. Oh, I think I already noticed that. That's good. What are the yellow shirts? I've only seen red shirts before. Yeah, so the red shirts are... Everyone had a red shirt in the core part of the game, but now that we're playing around with the new update, they can have different colored shirts. You can even make different clothing for them. There's a textile mill here somewhere. If I can remember where it is. 100 thermal regular. I don't know. Somewhere here there's a textile mill. There it is, textile factory. So you can actually make clothing for them, like vests and suits and sweaters. Getting the materials for it is a little bit tricky, because you actually have to farm it, but it's kind of a neat thing. Oh, even the guy even has an art level of 5, and he still made whatever this dilapidated abstract sculpture is. Apparently carving is not his thing. Or sculpting, rather. When it's insulated, you can drip water waste in the zigzag pattern with gas flow on tile on one side. Yeah. Oh, down here you mean? They still haven't built this thing. I wonder if they'll get around to it. We still have lots of air concentration on this side, and we're getting like nothing over here. It's funny how little it spreads out now. And we're getting carbon dioxide built up here too. I probably should look at hollowing out this next floor. It still says food shortage. We got somebody working on it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a floor down here. Oh, don't want to go over that far. Cancel. Let's keep that water tank intact over there. Oh, somebody put a bottle of water in there. What the? It's like he gathered it and then decided, you know what? I don't really want to carry it anymore. He just dropped it. It'd be interesting if certain mobs attacked one of your dupes for wearing a colored shirt they don't like. That would be unfortunate. What's funny is it's daytime, and this hatch is running around. And this one's burrowed. Normally they burrow during the daytime. Finish more research. Good. I'd like to get as much of this knocked out as possible so that we can get rid of these things. Let's get the... So there's an aquatic farm tile, something new that they've added, so you can actually grow plants in the water, which is kind of neat. I'm not worried about any of this cooking stuff, to be honest. So let's go with maybe temperature modulation. What happened to Fallout Shelter? I'm still playing it. I actually need to try to get to a point where there's something interesting to do. I have like just some random missions. I need to get some more Nuka-Cola bottles so that I can get through those quickly. Normally I like to try to, if I'm going to be playing, I want to try and do the missions when I can just spend the Nuka-Cola bottles to get there and back really fast so you're not, you know, like some of it takes like hours. Insufficient resources, algae. Oh, I guess I should probably harvest some of that. Let's get all this dug out since I didn't tell them to do it yet. I am still going to play it. I just happen to be... It doesn't help that I'm addicted to this game. Google Translate is dumb. I think every translation system ultimately has its failings. It doesn't handle expressions that aren't really common very well. Are you going to switch games during stream? No, not likely. We'll just probably just stay on this game for the stream. I want to get as far as I can because I want to get over into this ice area and see what we can do to play around in there a little bit. Some of the thermal options and things that you can do with that are kind of interesting. They added these things called steam vents too. Oh, we got another ice region up top. Or not steam vent, a geyser I think is what they called it. So they added like a geyser into the game that produces steam and fresh water also. And they tend to be like, oh, I don't have a bed for King Golden. I guess I should do something about that. And I said I was going to bring in one more person, too, so I'll build 2 beds now while I'm at it. Ice baby, yeah. It's a little frozen. How long is this stream going to be? Probably until about midnight Eastern time. I generally like to stream for 2 to 2.5 hours. Depending on whether I can even keep track of the time. This is one of those games I find where when I get playing it, time just goes by like I don't even notice. We're not getting a ton of oxygen production out of this thing anymore. That's weird. Oh, see, we still have tons of sufficient concentration, but it says it's low concentration according to the coloring. So I think they need to update the color map for the gases there and kind of make that look a little bit more reasonable. Scalding. Whoa, what happened? Oh no. Sorry, fluffiest Teddy. You got scalded. All right. So the research station now, again, awaiting repair. It's overheated. Let's disable this for now. It's going to need to cool down. I should have been looking at the temperatures. Look at that thing. It's scorching. Actually, the micro busher is pretty hot, too. No. Stop with the research. There we go. Gosh. All right, so... Clearly, the supercomputer produces way more heat than the research station does, which I guess stands to reason. But that's the first time I've had a scalded duplicant. yeah, I told you, put it by the Ice Biome. Yeah, I really should. I put the bathroom over there. Now I'm regretting it. If I cut into this, I can probably do... We can do a manual airlock here. And then we'll build a little tile thingy here. Is that going to be enough? I think that's big enough for the computer. We'll build a supercomputer in here. Let's dig this out. The only trouble is going to be that the duplicant that has to go in there is going to get cold. Oh, actually, no, the supercomputer will warm the space up, so it probably won't be an issue now that I think of it. It's just barely big enough to fit in there. Alright, let's see what they do with that. We can just scream with some subs sometime. Yeah, actually, it depends on the game, right? Like, this isn't really a multiplayer game, so obviously it won't be something like this. And I totally missed the pop-up. Something just happened. You never forget your first scalding, yeah. I actually played Rocket League, I think it was last week, with a bunch of subs. So I think 6 or 7 people I was able to play with a little bit. I'm going to try and do that a little bit more often. We'll see how it goes. Dave supercomputer passwords 123 crazy Dave hates cats. That's funny. David Coleman just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, David. So we got a crazy Dave, we got a David. And I'm also a Dave. How convenient. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Alright, so yeah, the temperature thing is really something we're going to have to keep an eye on. There's a couple places here that is actually a little outside their thermal comfort zone. You know what? I'm just going to I'm going to deconstruct this computer altogether right now. We'll get it right out of this space so we're not heating up the area that's right below where they sleep. Stress is still in good shape. I'm at like 4%. That's super cool. Dark Soul 5474 just subscribed. Dark Soul, did you just unsubscribe so you could resubscribe and have your name pop up? Because I feel like you were already subscribed before. Your name's Dave. Yes, my name's Dave. There's a lot of us around. These are the Daves I know and all that. Alright, the only place they're happy with the decor is the sleeping quarters, but that's okay because they'll de-stress as they go to bed, which is fine, and actually our stress is in really good shape again. Come on, guys, punch that like button in the face like a boss. Somebody's been watching Jacksepticeye, clearly. Like a boss. He's awesome. Oh, we got a supercomputer built. We're gonna need wire. Show me the powers. Alright, so this makes total sense, right? Like, everybody goes by the bathroom on the way to the computer, right? That's how your house is laid out? It's cold in there. Actually, the cold's radiating all the way out to the toilet now. I might even have to... I might have to put, like, a double airlock door in here. Oh, you know what? Now the challenge is going to be... I don't have air. I'm going to need oxygen. Which means I'm going to need... drat. You know, if there was any carbon dioxide in there... Yeah, good. Okay, so I can probably put... I can put an algae terrarium in here. Hopefully that, in this little tiny space, will be enough. And sorry, I missed another pop-up. I hear the little noise, and it's way over on a different screen. I wish it would just show up on the screen I'm playing on. You had 5 dupes die just recently. Got back up to 8 because of food shortage. Dupes will try to use contaminated water in the micromusher, which will eat it and loop. Oh, so crazy. So they'll grab the contaminated water. Let's choose a duplicant. They'll grab the contaminated water and then they'll eat it and get sick and die. That's brutal. Poor guys. Naturally robust but can't dig it. We got an iron gut mouth breather. You know what? This guy looks like a suitably crazy Dave. Demon6424 just subscribed. Demon, I feel like maybe you're just kind of going through and subscribing with a whole bunch of different names. All right, Crazy Dave, you're naturally robust, but you can't dig it. Welcome to the team. Natural selection at its finest. Yeah, because they're not smart enough to make food with proper water. Edexer, welcome to the channel. Hopefully I said that right. Edexer RR. All right, so our supercomputer's here. We should probably set something to fabricate. Nope, I don't want to disable. What if we got research going? Temperature modulation. Conveniently enough. In the room that's going to be frozen. All this to play Minecraft in a game. Yeah. Been watching Jack's computer channel 4 days ago. I think you might remember me. Oh, yes, right. Sorry, Armand. Armand. You did. You posted a comment the other day, actually, about it. I'm a little loopy. Can you name one of the duplicants Pepe? We'll see. I think we're gonna have probably a long list of requests here. We'll see how often the duplicants die. I'm at 7 duplicants now, which I think is where I'm gonna hang just for now. Oh, look at this guy. He's doing like the moonwalk. Or the running man. I don't know what that is. Poor little guy. Doesn't have anywhere to go. My storage is almost filled up, so I should probably build a couple more of these. Let's get rid of this crazy wire that's hanging out here. Alright, somebody's in the computer room. How's the air in here? It's not going to be pretty. I have a feeling they're going to run in, holding their breath, do a little research, and then run back out so they can breathe. Oh, yeah. What is this game? That's a new question I haven't seen in a little bit. This is Oxygen Not Included. It's kind of a little space colony simulation game where you have to try to build a base for your duplicants to survive. Dealing with all kinds of like resource management and that sort of thing. It's kind of a fun little game. It's still in alpha right now. The full version, I have no idea when it's supposed to come out. And at the moment, we're actually testing out an experimental update for the game that is not supposed to come out for the actual full game until... I keep calling it the full game, but I guess the alpha version of the game? I don't know. Until like next week, I think. I think they said around the 22nd. It's like having a litter box right next to the office space. Yeah, tell me about it. I have like cat's litter in another room that's not far from here. It's not a good times. What's your favorite game? That's a really good question. I'm honestly not sure. I've been really addicted to this one lately, but like in terms of games that I played over time, I would say probably the Dark Souls series of games. I had a lot of fun with Disney Infinity. Mostly just because I liked building things in the toy box, because I could put together all kinds of like logic puzzles and stuff. But I don't honestly, I don't know. I used to be totally addicted to the XCOM games years ago when they first came out, and I still haven't even played the new XCOM 2. I really got to check that out. Is it free? No, the game is currently $20 through Steam. Frankly, I think it's a bargain at that price. Because you get all the updates as they go along. There's still a little bugs and stuff in it because it's an alpha of the game, so things are changing as they go along. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, as the air pressure dropped, this carbon dioxide that I was all nicely compressed is now expanding. It's starting to take over down here a little bit. I do find that the carbon dioxide just doesn't sink the way that it used to. Let's get this dug out, and then maybe we can put gas permeable tile in here and try to get some more of this falling downward into this pit, because it's just not really dropping down here. What is Dark Souls about? Dark Souls is like it's like a medieval style adventure game, I guess. It's not really like a role-playing game, although there is a bit of a story to it. It's you're kind of like fighting your way through enemies and bosses, but you actually have to use a little bit of strategy while you're fighting, because it's all based on how you choose to strike and block and dodge and all that. It's kind of cool. It's one of those games that is incredibly frustrating until you can get the hang of it, and then it's really rewarding because you start to beat bosses that have just like kicked your butt like 10 times over. All right, this is not. It's getting to the point now where we're not producing enough power for what our needs are, so I'm gonna build a little battery room down here that we can keep the temperature away from everything. Hopefully. Whoa, there's so many people watching. Yeah, we got up to like 112. This is the most people that I've seen watching the stream that's this late at night. Because it didn't start until 10 o'clock Eastern, and that's pretty late. Yeah, Golden King, thank you for keep bringing that up. I am so focused on doing a variety of different things I keep forgetting. But Golden King helped me set up a Discord chat so that if you guys want to connect together and chat and play other games and things, then there's that opportunity. It also gives me a place that I can make announcements. There aren't all that many people that follow my Twitter. So when I have a stream coming up, although I try to post it on the YouTube channel, it's nice to be able to like send out a message or something that people can see so that they're aware of it also. It's 10 right now here. Whereabouts are you? Oh, 11 a.m. in Perth, Australia. All right, we got people from Australia on. That's pretty cool. See, I'm getting the people on the other side of the world instead of not as many, maybe not as many people in North America. Probably 90 viewers are late night children sneaking with their mom's phones. Yeah, that could be, I guess. Fluffy steady. Now you just need Biff to add you. I'm in Canada too, actually. So you must be out west in Canada. So they're not. I don't get it. This carbon dioxide does not drop the way that it used to. That's gonna bother me. I need to hollow like this whole thing out so I can just have it all drop right down here and set like a whole bunch of tile, like the gas permeable tile in there. I have 7 people, but they're not. Oh, I see what the problem is. I have 46,000 calories. Oh gosh, that's bad. Particularly since food can spoil now. And my food's unrefrigerated, which, as you can see, it says right there. Perhaps it will drop with better air pressure. Yeah, it would, but normally it would still drop to a certain degree. Having this pocket, Daniel Catterall, welcome to the channel. Oh, okay, it's dropping there a little bit more now. Normally when you have a pocket of oxygen between 2 pockets of carbon dioxide, they'll kind of switch places. Having a higher air pressure definitely presses everything down, which makes a big difference. This algae deoxidizer have gone through a ton of algae, though. Either that or I just didn't start with all that much. Where have I got some more that I can dig out? I have, like, no algae in this base. That's going to be a problem. Alright, I think we're going to have to worry about some sort of an oxygen system sooner than I thought I was going to, because I actually just don't have that much algae. I got a little spoiled in our last game. I had, like, tons of it. And now we don't. Team Penguin, welcome to the channel. Team Penguin. That just makes me think that maybe he's waddling around with a little umbrella. What am I going to do for the air? Alright. How's my research getting along? Creeperpedia just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, Creeperpedia. Okay, so... I have, well, I'm going to need percolation. I have percolation open up. I'm going to need power, though. I think we're going to get... I should probably put a hold on the scrubbing. No, it's almost finished. I want that to be done. So I can focus on getting some air. Stardime, welcome to the channel. It's awesome. You're going to play the game Pit People, or try and handle the Lobotomy Corporation. I haven't heard of Pit People, and I haven't heard of Lobotomy Corporation. I should probably go check those out. I mean, Lobotomy Corporation just sounds like one of those really intellectual games. How did I get polluted gas up here? I have no idea how I got polluted oxygen up top there. That's crazy. It must be coming from this. Oh, I can see little bits of it drifting up. It's so hard to see it now. Let's get this scrubbing over here. So crazy. You have the best sign up to your videos with a radio voice. I'll see all of you next time. I've had a couple people comment on my voice lately. That's kind of funny. Combat. Who's fighting? Oh, no. Leave the hatch alone. Is it... Oh, it's this guy. Pick him. How do I cancel the combat? No. Pick him. Okay. Look, you... That's Pig Rider. Leave the hatch alone. How do I turn the attack off on this thing? He's shooting it on the run. Oh, no. You killed the hatch. Pig Rider. Come on. You're right, it is in the jobs. Ah, gosh, I'm mental. Where's the combat here? There we go. Let's turn off combat for everybody. That was silly. I should have looked at the chat a second sooner. Pig Rider just obliterated that poor hatch. How's our oxygen? Oh boy, that's ugly. Okay. Not looking pretty at the moment. We've got low concentrations of oxygen. We've got high concentrations of carbon dioxide. Everything went downhill fast. And it's because I ran out of algae and I wasn't paying enough attention to how short the supply of it was. So we have a couple of options. I can dig lower, which will expose some of the air down here. And there's a little bit of oxalite. And there's also... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. There's a little bit of oxalite here, but it's not really going to spread. But more importantly, down here we have we have some algae we can get. So I'm going to set priority on this pretty high, so we can try to dig this out right away. There's 2 pockets of oxalate in here, which will help a little bit with air, but it's going to be so low down, it's not really ever going to make its way up to that living space. And I probably should prioritize that above everything else, because oxygen is going to become critical anytime now. Low O2, high CO2, limited algae, dead hatch, scalded dupe. Yeah, I'm on a real roll. Yeah, it's amazing. Markiplier can't do learning curves in general, which is weird because besides games, he seems smart. I must have missed a comment early on because I don't know what that's about. But I watched some of his. I watched Markiplier's Let's Play recently. I think it was today, and his colony was rolling along really well. This is one of those games where I think every time, like when you play the first couple rounds of it, it does not go well, and it takes a little bit of practice to improve at it. How did you get the update? So if you go into Steam and you pick the game and right-click on it, going under Properties, then there's an option there for beta opt-in. I'm going to reject these ones because we're already critical on terms of oxygen and everything else. So we have tons of food. That's about the only thing we have that's in good shape, but it's going to start to go bad because it's not being refrigerated. What do we got temperature-wise going on? Temperatures are good, except oddly enough, even in the crazy refrigerator room, this thing is still running hot. It's not scorching yet, but it's not far off it. It's going to overheat soon. That's crazy. Like, she came down here to eat, or Fluffiest Teddy came down here to eat because there's more air next to the algae terrarium than there is in the main part of the base. Let's get some gas permeable tile going here. I need things to start flowing downwards a little bit. And they still haven't dug up this algae. Come on, get down here, guys. It's priority 6, which should put it above everything because I haven't prioritized anything else. CrypticFox, can you play Fallout Shelter? Yes, I do need to get another game of that going. We were just talking about that earlier, actually. It's one of those games, though, where I feel like I'm always waiting for there to be something happening before I start to try to record it. Otherwise, it seems like there's not a ton going on. Cryptic, did you see my joke? No, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking. I was looking away from the chat, and things are going a lot faster than typical here. Kill the tree next to the supercomputer. Just for kicks? I mean, it doesn't produce any heat. If anything, it's cool. They can't reach the algae. What? Oh, I didn't build the ladder. Oh gosh. I know what it was. So there were plants in the way, and I didn't build the ladder down low enough for them to get there. Thank you for pointing that out. There we go. Go up, please. If I click over to the chat to scroll up, can you repeat it, maybe? I know, I'm really bad. If I go over to the chat to scroll it up, then it collapses the game, and you guys get to just look at my wallpaper instead. As soon as I click off of the game, for some reason, it automatically minimizes it. It's really irritating. All right, so we have algae. We can produce air again. So that's a plus. You should see how well you can do the game without looking at it. Only read the chat instead. Sure, everything will be fine. Yeah, everything looks golden so far. I mean, red is good, right? In this game, that's what we want. Red. What's my wallpaper? At the moment, my wallpaper is just the thumbnail that I created for the live stream. Because I knew that if I clicked off, it was going to show up, so I figured I might as well make it something that was in line with the game. Your ladder's too short for them to get down there. No, they can get down here now. They just happen to have harvested it all. They actually did a really efficient job once they finally got around to it. Or, well, more accurately, once I got around to giving them a ladder that actually reached all the way. It's new game plus... Yeah. CrypticFox, give me a shout out for no reason, says Norma Palomino. Are we going to get into the random shoutouts now? Is that what this is going to be? I don't normally do those. All right, so we have air, we have oxygen getting produced now, so I think everything's kind of evened out. Oh, look at the air in here. How does that work? I didn't think there was enough carbon dioxide in there for that plant to produce that much. But apparently, this is one of the best places in the building to hang out. it's a little on the warm / cold side. I don't know which, depending on what square you're standing in. But apparently the air is really good. Oh, Pepe, sorry, I didn't. I've got my my recordings on a different screen, so I have to look over if I hear that noise. And if I don't look over fast enough, I don't catch it. I should probably, I don't know, make it hang out a little bit longer. But welcome to the channel. Here was the joke. I know where the toxic gas came from. You won't get the joke unless you watch the last stream. Me and Sean Ellis went to bed. Yes, that is true. But I don't see Sean Ellis in here, so actually, Jillian's not in here either. It's pretty bad if that gas managed to carry over from the last stream. Still have a little bit of polluted oxygen up here. I wish it was easier to see on the overlay, but you can kind of see it in the normal view. It's got a slightly different color to it. Okay, what's next? Oh, I finished some research. That's good. So this is one of the other new things that they added in this liquid tepidizer. So you can put this into water, and then it will like gradually warm it up, which is good for things like showers. Andrew Robinson, welcome to the channel. Because the duplicants don't like to take cold showers, so you can now warm up the water. There's also a space heater that you can set up to warm up the general air, but so far I haven't really had too many problems with that. We might over here, where I've kind of impinged on the snow biome a little bit. But for now, I'm actually using the cold temperature to try to manage the computer a little bit, so I think that's fine. And actually, the temperature of the computer has come way down, so it cools off nice and quick in there. Yes, everyone who wants to join the Discord, I put the link actually in the description at the bottom for this live stream, so if you are interested in chatting with each other or seeing announcements and that kind of stuff, then you can certainly join up there as well. I obviously won't be accessing the Discord while I'm streaming, but but I am logged in there. There's a good pocket of water down here. So in the jungle, or the swamp biome, there's also these little plants you can get, and I haven't seen them yet in this game. I play Saxo. Welcome to the channel. No, in none of the swamp biomes around me can I see these little plants, but there's these plants you have to grow actually to make the clothing, so you can put like sweaters and stuff on your guys. But I apparently don't have any of them nearby, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's see if we can get something going here to use this water a little bit. I'm going to build a ladder here. And we'll dig in here. Hopefully this doesn't overflow on me when I dig into it. And then we'll need a ladder on the other side here too, I guess. That didn't work. What's going on? There we go. Ooh, right to the edge. That was close. That was almost a flood right there. Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot totally about my mealworm plants. Thank you for mentioning that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot about those. Okay, so let's get rid of these, and I really should plant some mealworms. I mean, I have 33,000 calories, so it's not that big of a panic thing because I wasted a whole bunch of water making mush bars. But let's go and plant some planters in here. That'll give us a good start, anyway. R.I.P. Trove, you never played it. I played it once, and then I've gotten so distracted by other things. And apparently, Chair thinks I still have a beautiful voice. Thanks, Chair. I don't know why I keep hearing that lately. Okay. Plant a whole bunch of mealwood seeds in here. I wish I could select all these at once and plant mealwood and all of them at the same time. Blossom seeds will be something that we'll want to have later too, so that we can make use of our fertilizer. But I think they're really particular about the temperature and stuff they need. What do they need? Temperature minus 23 to 27. What's the temperature in here now? 23. So it's actually right on the borderline area. They use 2,000 grams per cycle of fertilizer. They do produce a fair amount of... You get 2 bristleberries per harvest, and you get 2,000 calories, 1,000 calorie per unit, versus these that produce 1,500 calories, 100 calories per unit. You get 15 meal lice per harvest. So you get slightly better out of the blossom, I guess. I'm going to try planting one of these and see if we can manage it. I haven't really worked with them before because the meal lice was just too easy before. You could plant it and let it go. You didn't even have to worry about the blossoms. I wonder if this was multiplayer, if it would be fun. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, you're kind of managing and controlling everything yourself. I mean, maybe if you had, like, 2 different bases in the same place and you can connect them together or something, that might be neat. And then you could share resources and stuff across. But a lot of this game tends to be just, like, a lot of, like, puzzling and building kind of on your own. So I'm not sure how that would play out as a multiplayer. It's an interesting idea. Apparently Normal wants some milk. When someone has a good voice, it's subjective. You're the only person with an objectively good voice. Congratulations. Well, thank you. I think. Objectively good. That's funny. The meal ice gives a lot more. Well, yeah, it depends. So the meal ice gives 1,500 calories worth per harvest, and you can harvest 3 times. And the bristle blossom gives 2,000 calories each, and you can harvest twice. So you're right. It gives like 500 extra calories. Oh, no, max harvest 5 off of this. So you can get 10,000 kilocalories off of 1 bristle blossom versus 4,500 of the meal ice. So technically the meal ice gives you less because you have to eat more of it. Dig it, please. That 1 piece of sand. Which one? Where? Where did I leave the sand? I must be blind. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Gosh, it's right in the middle. They're jumping over it all the time. I was wondering, how do you get algae? Like, other than just mining from the dirt, I've been running out of algae. Yeah, algae is a problem in this game. It's one of those things where the sooner you can move away from being reliant on the algae, the better off you probably are. So, in this case, I've been using my algae much more than I normally would in a game because I'm kind of distracted by the chat, so I'm not focused as much as on just the play. But ordinarily, I try to move away from algae as soon as possible so that I can rely on other things. So let's get some of that running now, actually, since we have the opportunity. I was going to put batteries over here, but I think I'm going to put... well, let's get some tile in here first, and then I'm gonna set up my power supply, and then we'll get some pump going in here so we can get... we'll get an air scrubber running instead of using algae in this little plant. Because I'd rather use the algae for the oxygen production right now. And actually, this one here I should disable because I clearly don't need it right now. So let's stop feeding that thing algae. Technically, you run out of meal ice at some point now. Yeah, so they don't produce seeds anymore when you harvest them. At least not at the moment. I have a feeling that's going to be like just a permanent change. But so managing your food actually becomes much more challenging in this game than it used to be. It used to be before, if you could build enough meal ice and just keep a good cycle going, you never ran out of food and didn't have to worry about it. But now you get 3 harvests out of each one. I have 4 people that are idle. Maybe I should actually pay attention to doing something. Where are we here? Let's get the coal power generator going in here. This is going to overheat, though. Okay. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the coal power generator in its own little room, and we'll get it into the cold zone. So let's cancel this. Let's build a ladder up here. Well, you know what? Let's build a floor here. Out this way. I'm going to harvest into here. Actually, I want to do permeable tile in here. Or gas permeable tile. So that I can get some... Still get some good carbon dioxide flow through here. And then... I wonder how far the cold will spread out. I haven't really experimented with this yet, so I'm not sure how far the cold's going to spread, but let's dig into this part over here, and we'll put our coal power generator in this space and let the carbon dioxide flow out to a scrubber that's sitting down here, so I can deal with the carbon dioxide, but the coal power generator will get some cooling. Can you explain how to make electrical circuits? Yep, we'll get to that, I think, when we hook up this coal power generator, because we're going to need to start paying more attention to how we're using electricity. In the core part of the game, you can hook up as many things as you want to the simple electrical wiring, which is this one here. But now they have this heavy watt wiring because they've set it up in a way that if you draw too much power through the regular wire, it will burn itself out. Yeah, if you put rations in the cold area, it will act as a fridge too. I think I'll probably use this as a little refrigerator once we're done with the research, and I'll just move... I'll get rid of the ration box and build the ration boxes in here instead. Unless they'll store... I actually never checked to see whether they'll store food in one of these storage compactors. Which I'm running out of room for again. Let's see. Let's try and check one of these out. So, organic seed, filtration, consumable. No, that's consumable ore. That's not the same. Oh, that's really funny. Most of these aren't storing ore, I don't think. Organic. Let's get rid of the polluted dirt. We don't want that in there. It's called insulated cable before they just renamed it. Oh, yeah. Well, I thought the insulated cable was just about temperatures, but you know, you're probably right. I never really paid attention to it because temperature wasn't really much of a factor initially. But now they've made some tweaks to it, and it's really important. I mean, if you notice, the poor duplicant that I scalded and then didn't bother to heal... I think it was it... No, I can't remember. Was it Chandra that got scalded? I can't remember. Let's get my scrubber set up over here. Non-electrolyzer, that's not what I want. Where's my scrubber? It's in... There's my water purifier. Get that going. Alright, let's slow things down here a second. I can't... My brain's not working. I can't find my scrubber. Oh, I haven't finished researching it. Are you kidding? Whoa, what happened? There it is. Oh, I accidentally clicked off of it and picked... I'm genius. I'm genius. And nobody mentioned it. Either that or you did, and I just didn't read it. That's awful. Ah, gosh. All right, so I didn't finish my research because I accidentally clicked off and set it to build some big fancy batteries because that's just the kind of brilliant person I am. Good grief. You know what I should do, actually? I should do insulated flooring here, which I can't make yet. Come on, research. No, I don't want that. Where's my insulated flooring? Oh, it's way over here. All right. Hopefully they'll finish up that research quickly, and then I can get to that. Cryptic, Coke or Pepsi? Very hard choice. Not really. They're kind of similar to me. I drink them both. If I'm making a mixed drink, I would prefer Coke. If I'm just having a drink, like a can of pop or something, kind of soda, I guess it is in the U.S., then I would probably go towards Pepsi. And why I'm that specific, I have no idea, so don't ask. Consumable. I have nothing storing... nothing storing coal, so let's build a little coal supply down here. And we'll put it right next to the generators. Would you rather not sleep or not sit? I would rather not sit. I'd be fine with just laying down. CO2 will now group with thing. I'm not sure I understand that. Have you ever tried condensing gases into liquids and solids by cooling them? It's going to be to store toxic gases. Yeah, actually, I did a video on how to make liquid oxygen by doing that kind of condensation. I find that there's not really much purpose for it, though. It's very energy... It consumes a lot of energy. And for most of the gases, it doesn't really provide you with much of a definable benefit. The air in here has gotten to be not so great. Probably should turn this back on since I'm doing research again. We have this set. Let's get some wiring in place here just so I'm ready to go when this happens. Run a wire up here, down to the floor, and over. Connect that. We need some wiring down this way. You know what? What I really should do, I should stop with this stuff. Ethan Walstead, welcome to the channel. And I should use the heavy watt wire for the core of it here, I guess. Let's run this over to here. I'm going to need to expand on that, I think, as we go forward. Oh, I must be out of metals. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Let's go up here and harvest a little bit. Bloop. Bloop. Got dirt up here, too, I guess I could grab later. Plants are growing. They're at 40%. We have 23,000 kilocalories. I think we'll be okay for the first batch of food, but probably the second one, we'll have to bridge it with something else. I'm Canadian, eh? I'm also a Coke fan. Well, hi, the best, Janelle. I'm Canadian also. And a big fan of Bob and Doug McKenzie. Welcome to the Great White North, All right, we're gonna use these just for coal. Algae dioxide. Yeah, I can't build anything that requires metal right now. That's not so awesome. I'd really like to make a bathroom for these guys, but I need to get heated water for... I need to get heated water for the shower. Got a good chunk of sand. Coal we're not bad shape for. Algae we have nothing again. Arg. I think I'm going to need to get up here and build an oxygen supply system. Because I'm not staying on top of the... Not staying on top of the algae. CrypticFox found your channel today, and now you're live. Good stuff. Also, how does your keyboard not make noise while streaming? Through the power of awesomeness. I have no idea. I think it may just be the way I have my microphone set up. It's just not picking up much noise. But this also isn't a game where I'm doing a lot of typing. I'm mostly just using the WASD keys to move around, so there's not really a lot of typing involved there. What are critical hits in Fallout Shelter? They're just shots that you do that do a lot more damage, so you can do up to 5 times the normal amount of damage. So when you snap a critical shot off, you can kill whatever it is you're fighting much faster. Let's get insulation as our next research, I guess. I can now make my air scrubber, assuming I don't have enough metal. Go get the metal, guys. CrypticFox, go to Discord. Something's wrong with the text and voice channels. I'll leave that to Golden King as long as he's still in the chat, because if I click out of this, then I will be mucking around with other programs and you won't see the stream. I'll have to check that out afterwards. Oh, Andrew, you don't know the Canadian National Anthem. For shame. In fairness, I don't know if I could do the whole U.S. National Anthem. And definitely other countries, I wouldn't have a clue. Fluffiest Teddy, all your base are belong to us. Nice. Let's see the temperature over there. Okay, we got a good amount of coldness in here. All right, so here's my challenge. I want the CO2 out of this room, but I don't want the temperature to spread. I'm going to leave this and see how much this spreads out, and if it starts to become a problem, I think I'm going to wall it off. But I think once I get some power generation in here from the coal generator, then I might even out some of that temperature, and then maybe it won't be a problem. I need to get my air scrubber going down here too, so the carbon dioxide that comes off of this will drift down to the air scrubber and get cleaned up, and then it won't spread out on me. I'm just going to sub with this guy because he's too awesome. Thanks, animations nerd. Oh, I need piping. Duh. Piping. Where's the piping? There we go. Let's send the pipes right along the same place as the wire. I won't need this permanently. Oh, what am I doing? I don't even have my scrubber yet. Where's my scrubber? There it is. Air scrubber. Nebastian. Welcome to the channel. I always wondered if I'm mispronouncing all these names. It's like my biggest challenge, name pronunciation. Alright, so we're going to set up a little circular system here with my system and see if this still works, because I actually don't know if it does in this update anymore. I'm going to create a closed loop, and we'll hook both of these up to power. That one's already hooked up, so that's good. So what we'll do here, if you haven't seen this before, we're going to pump water through this to prime our air scrubber. The air scrubber will produce polluted water, which will go into our filter system. The filter will then circle it back over to the air scrubber, and once I get enough built up in this pipe between the purifier and the scrubber, I can disconnect this first pipe and no longer have to feed it water, and it should just run on its own closed system. I'm not Canadian, but apparently Smarties there are called rockets or something like that. No, we have Smarties and we have M&Ms and all that stuff. Oh, you know what? Smarties candies, you're right. They are called rockets. And we have a different candy that's called Smarties that are like M&Ms, but with like a thicker, harder shell. 10% battery. Where's my charger? Just like rub your feet on the carpet really fast and then like hold onto your phone. Maybe the static will help. Cryptic, Smarties or rockets? Well, there's both of them. So we have rockets are like those little sugary candies that are supposed to be vaguely fruit flavored. Oh, what's going on? Somebody got scalded again. Oh, even in the room. Are you kidding me? Disable. Ugh. It's like, oh no, it's still hot in here. It's like 52 degrees. That's pretty warm, I guess. I bet I'll let that cool down a bit. That's 2 people I've gotten scalded. I should probably think about having a med bay. Because I keep burning people. That's not good. I don't even know where to put the med bay. Oh, I got a little bit of toxic air up here. A little bit of polluted stuff. Can't see it on the overlay, but it's up there. Golden can't keep up. Golden can't keep up in the sense that it's like going nuts with so many people in it, or what? What do you mean? Somebody's having a field day in the Discord. Oh no, is somebody spamming? That's not good. Day one of having a Discord. Blam! Somebody spams it and just blows it up. Alright, good job, guys. Alright, we need batteries because if I start producing power here, this is going to be an issue. I probably should get a little insulated room down here that I can make them. We'll put batteries down here. I'll have to deal with the Discord
Jim
after
said
this.
Permissions need changing, dude.
Jim said permissions need changing, dude. I can't swap it around while I'm in the middle of the stream. How did you come up with your channel name? Because I can't think of a good one. To be honest with you,
Creeperpedia said, dude, save the server.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting like chats in my ear from from Discord. Yeah, my channel name. Sorry. It was actually kind of a random decision. I was just looking for something that was going to be relatively accessible. I tried a few different things and didn't like it, and then I kind of like I was playing a fox in something at the time, so I just said, okay, well, let's do something fox related, and then I just tried a whole bunch of different combinations of that until I found one that I like. So I don't know. I think coming up with a channel name is not necessarily the hardest thing you have to do, but it's not, I don't know, it doesn't always feel all that intuitive either. Randy Harris, welcome to the channel. CrypticFox, how old are you? I'm a geezer. If we're talking like maturity level, I'm still in my early 20s. Well, maybe I should just go with that. I'm actually 40. But if you ask my wife, I'm like a teenager, which is probably not a good thing. Oh, that's cool. Good way to think of stuff.
Said, dude, there's text channels that say General Cox and CrypticFox is a furry and all hat garbage.
Oh, boy. Sounds like there's real problems in the Discord. Hold on one quick moment here, folks. Sorry, I'm going to have to put this on hold for just one quick sec while I jump over to the Discord and see if I can try and deal with that. Well, that's a mess. I can't deal with that now. There's always got to be somebody that ruins things. Oh, gosh. I'll deal with it after the stream, I guess. My goodness. All right, what happened in the short little time I stopped paying attention? Oh, look at that. I ran out of air. Good times. All right, we have lots of carbon dioxide we can scrub. However, do we have anything that's pumping here yet? Nada. Probably because I don't have it connected to a power supply, because this thing is not currently running. Battery's sufficiently full. All right, so that's the trouble. It's only trying to feed one battery right now, and that battery's already full, so it's not producing power. But we're not getting any power down here either. Did I connect this thing to the grid? No, I didn't. Haha, that would help. There we go. CrypticFox, are you a big Steam player? So may I ask may I friend you? Yeah, go ahead and add me as a friend. I don't do a lot of different games on Steam just yet. Just a couple. Mostly I play on Xbox One. And I've been kind of expanding more into PC gaming as I recently picked up a new computer. I'm going to let's disable this so we don't feed it any more algae of the none that I don't have. I have a little bit of algae right here. I'm going to build a ladder to it. It's pretty bad when I got to go after one little bit of algae. Oh my god, that got intense quick. Yeah, it's funny how quickly the game goes downhill. If you don't plan ahead and try to lay out what your strategy is going to be in terms of the kind of amount of resources you have, you can really get behind really fast. So in this case, I wasn't paying enough attention to how little algae I had at the start of the game. So I've gotten to a point now where I'm kind of in recovery mode a tiny bit. It's not unsalvageable at this point, but it's definitely not the best position I've been in. This starting zone did not really have a ton of algae. Most of it's in little tiny spots around here. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is try to quickly get to a place where I can do a little bit of a little bit more air production by setting up the electrolyzers up top. We'll deal with the hydrogen that comes out of them and just try to tackle doing a little bit of ventilation system in here. Because without the algae, this is going to get, the pressure's going to get bad fast. Have you ever played Beyond Two Souls? No, I don't think that I have. Cryptic, what type of computer do you have? I just bought a new Omen. It's not a top-end one, but it's an HP Omen. I think it's got the 960 NVIDIA card in it. It was a significant upgrade from the computer I had, which was like, it must have been a good 7 or 8 years old at that point. Ryan VI, welcome to the channel. So it's not top of the line, but it's a dramatically improved model over the old HP that I was running, so that's good. The other one that I had probably would have had trouble with this game and streaming at the same time. Okay, so we can see here that it's now using... Wow, it's producing a lot of dirty water. Huh. Each one of these little packets must be smaller than I'm used to. Okay, so I'm gonna disconnect the piping that's in there. If we go deconstruct and liquid pipes, we'll get rid of the pipe connection that's going to this water, because it's actually not piping now anyway. It's just running solely off its own supply. Food shortage. These things never grew up. 75%. I let the pressure drop too much. Drat. Alright, let's get this going. After the stream, can we play together on Xbox One? Probably not tonight, Foamy. I have to try to deal with that issue with the Discord server. Which is apparently now pretty much somebody else is making a big mess of it. I don't know them personally, but I enjoy watching them. No, my internet's dying. No, this is a bad time for your internet to die. You gotta watch the game. Research channel's idle. What do we got research-wise? Is there anything left? I can't have that many things left to do here. Select research. Oh, you know what? I should really make the med bay since I burned those 2 people and I have no way to heal them. Let's deal with that. Maybe we can get some people fixed up a little bit. Crazy Dave got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. Ugh, this air situation is not pretty. Alright, now that I have the air scrubber, I can disable this so we stop feeding that. Building overheated. Wow, that was fast. Pending repair. Let's disable that for now. I need to figure out a way to cool that thing better. I thought just being in that cold environment would help, but apparently that thing produces so much heat, it just totally overpowers it. I'm going to have an interesting challenge here because I need to try to pump cold air into the space where the generator is in order for it to keep cold, unless I just put it right out here entirely. But this isn't that cold out here. It's only 31 degrees below. Whereas this thing's already at 131 degrees. Like, it just would not do anything. How many monitors do you have? I'm currently using 2. I kind of wish I had 3, but I actually don't think I even have space on my desk for a 3. What did I do wrong here? Oh, I didn't put a floor in. Who needs a floor? I think this is the longest I've gone without building extra batteries. That's a little crazy. Oh, they've got that dug out fast. Holy. Alright, let's get this. I think they can get 2 over, so it should be fine to reach this way. We're going to build a tile floor along here. That should do. Go up like this. There we go. We're not going to get all this dug out right away. Because I'm going to need a couple ladders to tackle this, but that'll give me a good space that way, and we'll throw tile in along the bottom. I'll use that for my little bell chamber to do some oxygen supply. What have I got up here? Granite. Actually, I can probably dig a little bit higher up here. They changed the gas pumps now so that they'll actually pump in the 4 squares that they're around. Instead of just the 1 square that was at the bottom left, which is how it was before. So hopefully we'll be able to draw a lot more of the gases out of the room and distribute them a little better. Down here you can see that even though we've disconnected our... No, it's not really working that great now. Oh, the filtration medium ran out. That's what the problem was. Let's see. Deconstruct liquid pipes. Let's get rid of the pipe that's under here. There we go. So that should solve any confusion it has about where it's getting water from. Yeah, there we go. That's going better. Okay, so that should keep going constantly on its own now. It is going to draw power, but at least we won't... And it's obviously going to use sand. It's overheating. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Okay. Temperature is going to be a really big deal in this thing now. We fixed the server. You can go back in now. I'm not going to try to log in while I'm on stream. It's okay. I'll log in afterwards and we'll see what's going on. I'm thinking about buying this game. Would you recommend it? Yeah, without any hesitation at all. It's still an alpha, and there's a lot of things that have to happen to it. It has its bugs. But in terms of like just pure fun for $20, I don't think you can get a better deal. This thing's great. I've had so much fun with this game. And even though there's some things that are a little frustrating, like this thing is overheating on me now, and I'm not sure how to cope with it. How am I going to deal with that? Even through that, it's still just one of those things that's just fun. Okay. I think I can do an air exchange system here. And I wonder how well this will work. I'm going to extend the floor out this way. Oh, gosh, you know what? It's not even my main concern. I need to focus on the oxygen. This thing is definitely going to overheat and die on me. It's not going to keep scrubbing on its own. Ah, that was my favorite system, too. Just the scrubber that I never had to take care of. It's working away at it, but this thing's overheating bad. It's at like 95 degrees. They have a meltdown point, too, I think. I should probably check what that is. What's the most cycles you've gone? I keep restarting my games because I have so much fun with the early game. So I think 130 cycles is the longest, and my dupes didn't die. I just started doing something else. What's the meltdown point on that filtration system? Water, heat, filtration medium, liquid intake. That doesn't say. Waiting repair. Repair pending. So they automatically repair the stuff, which is good, but it just keeps getting redamaged because it's too hot. Normally it'll say like what the meltdown point is. Specific heat capacity, thermal conductivity, temperature, 100 degrees. Eeh. So this one doesn't say at what temperature it breaks, I don't think. Oh, yes, there is. Overheats at 75, melts down at 260. So if it gets 260, we might get an interesting little thing going on. The Discord problem's been taken care of. Excellent. Thank you, Kenny. Use hydro fans to cool the air. Yeah, they don't really do a lot of cooling, though. That's the trouble. The hardest part is that they consume so much power. I think that's really the biggest issue with them. So if we go into utilities, the thermal regulator actually does a better job, but it does draw more power. It also takes up more space. The hydro fans, they just kind of move the heat around. It doesn't necessarily get rid of it, and it also consumes water. So 20 grams per second, which actually isn't all that much, but you also have to have a duplicant operating it. So now you have somebody who's not paying attention to anything. It only takes care of like 48.5 watts of heat, where this produces heat on its own, but has a cooling factor of minus 14 degrees. So it has a much more significant effect. I think what I'm going to do is we'll set our thermal regulator in a room out here. If we do some tiling out this way, then we can do... Where's my airlock? I want the automated door. Gosh, I don't even know where they moved it to. Where's the door? Where's the door at? Oh, it's in the... Oh, I'm so lame. It's in the front part. I just haven't unlocked it. I don't have the mechanized door, so we're going to... Oh, I can't even build a door there. What's going on? Deconstruct. Get rid of that. Except that I have it on liquid pipes, and I need it to be all our buildings. Weezeworts cool the air, I believe. Yes, they do. I don't think I have one nearby here, though. Oh, there's a weird Weezewort seed here. If I can get to it. Oh, this oxygen. Unreachable. Oh, that's really weird. Look at that. It's like a fuzzy ball of oxygen. Weezewort seed. There's a bottle of oxygen and a Weezewort seed in the same place. It's not reachable. If I get... Oh, gosh. Hey, we got food. Hey, score. We finally have some meal lice that actually grew enough that we can even harvest it. That's a plus. I can't believe I'm still on outhouses. That's so abnormal for me. Cryptic people messed the Discord. Come look. Yeah, I'm aware that it's all messed up, but in the middle of a stream, I really can't bail and go look at it. I'm going to have to check it out after. What a mess. So much for everyone getting in and doing the whole community thing. Good times. Never doubt the power of people. All right, so I think I'm going to expand out here, and then we'll put the... If I can get this dug out, then we can put a thermal regulator in here out of the utilities. This is all vacuum, though. That's going to be a challenge. I should probably put a door there before I suck the little oxygen I don't have out of my base. Let's deal with that after. Up here, I do need this to be prioritized because we're so low on air. I'm going to need to get this going pretty much as the top priority, I think. While they're working on that, I can probably have some people do plumbing. We'll get a liquid pump down here. Actually, is that even going to work? It's like partly in the sand. You know what? I'm gonna cancel that, and we'll try and shift it over just a little bit. Come on. There we go. Only because I don't want to chance building it and then not have it work. We're gonna need a liquid pipe that runs from here all the way up to the upper level, like so. We're gonna need electrical wiring. I desperately need batteries. Gosh, I didn't set this up at the the best I could as a whole. I don't think. Too much chatting. For some reason, members had administration on, but I dealt with it. Okay, good. Just check if you're still in it. I've already logged out. It's I'll check out the Discord after. Did you section off your electrical? Not entirely yet, because I don't really have all that much electrical running. I only actually have this small portion. I'm probably gonna have to do a second set somewhere else, but my biggest problem is that my coal generator kept overheating on me. So I can enable that for now. You know what I should do is I should put a thermal switch in. Yo, Lavin, just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. They now have these thermo switches, and I haven't used one yet, so let's see how this plays out. So if I go like that, I can take the megawatt wire and run it through here, like that, and then deconstruct wires. We'll get rid of the one in the middle, and then we can set this on a thermo switch. So maybe if it starts to overheat, I can have it turn itself off. I think it bases it on the air temperature though, so I don't know for sure that that's going to work. Let's get some ladders in here just so I can get the rest of this stuff dug out. No, that's not what I want. Cancel that. Boost Juice 45, welcome to the channel. Oh, what am I doing? Ladder me. No, ladder me. On the plus side, we're still only at 34% stress. That's pretty good considering they're sitting at some relatively low... Wow. I was going to say relatively low oxygen levels, but that's about the worst that I've had at this stage of a game before. We're only 23 cycles in. That's sad. I need to do something serious about that. Let's get... Oh my gosh. I pretty much blew this game up. Let's get that going there. We're going to need, for plumbing, I'm going to need a gas pump at the top. I'll deal with all the piping for that one afterwards, though. Gas pump down here. Let's cancel that one. I need to deal with the ladders before I can do a whole lot with this. I don't even have to worry about the tiling, at least, but if I could just get the air and everything running in here, that'll at least give me something to work with. This is ridiculous. Yeah, it's actually really bad. What have they done? The trouble is, I ran out of algae really fast, and I got so busy chatting and stuff, I wasn't paying attention. Let's try to bridge this with at least a little bit of algae. There's a tiny bit left down here we can snag. Barring that, I think the only place I'll find it is if I go out exploring, and I don't really have too much of an opportunity to do that right now. Let's get that taken care of. So there's a small amount of algae there we can snag. I have some over here I can get. So let's get that out of here. This is going to weaken this wall, though, so I'm going to have to be really careful. I might actually have to back build just to keep the water from flowing out of there. Good grief, this is out of control. Yeah, it really did get out of control. This is the worst game I've had in I don't know how long. Scalding, too. Yay. Somebody got burnt again. Oh. I didn't realize I could get scalded just by going near them. I thought they actually had to be working with the system. But apparently repairing it is enough to scald them. Let's disable this. I don't really need that power that bad right now anyway. Let's set... Actually, this stuff up here is probably faster for them to get. I should probably set this one as the priority. If I get a little air... Okay, we got something generating air in here. That's good. So they won't completely suffocate. For now. Who got scalded again? Is it this thing? Oh, this thing's overheating now really bad. Good times. This heat management is going to be a real new challenge, I think. Do you have slime converters? Slime converted algae? No, not yet. I haven't gotten into the point of doing slime just yet. I was going to switch over to doing electrolyzers for my oxygen. Because I don't normally go the slime route. It doesn't really tend to produce a ton. Who scalded again? Stay away from the machine. Stop repairing it. Like, honestly. Cancel repair. Leave that thing alone. Alright, we have this thing pumping air, so let's see what they're doing here priority-wise. Alright, I'm going to let them get that algae and then let them focus on this up here so we can get our ventilation going. We're all going to die! No! No. I think if we're lucky, we'll get through this okay. I have enough algae to produce enough oxygen that will give me time to build the oxygen room that I can then use to set up a ventilation system to pump air through at the base. I don't think we're at the point of death just yet. And I still have algae over here as a like a real pinch. I could still grab some more, so it's not the end of the world. But I do need them to get this ready and going because this is going to be definitely our top priority next. Let's do heavy watt wire along here, and then I'm all out of metal. Yay, metal! Are you kidding me? Oh, gosh. Consumable ore. Coal. Nope. Where's my raw metal? Oh, that's raw mineral. Raw metal. No, raw metal. Alright, we have lots of it around. I just need to harvest it. Let's grab it from down here. Do you think you'll break 200 watching tonight? That's a really good question, but 191 right now. That's definitely the biggest stream that I've had this late at night. Normally, this late at night, there aren't all that many people that have the chance to jump in and check it out. So that's pretty cool. So hi to everyone that's actually taking the time tonight. Or maybe it's morning for you, because I know some of you are in Australia. I know there's probably some people from Asia, based on the time zones. That's pretty cool. Kilo Hunt, welcome to the channel. 199. Mine must be delayed. It says 191, but like I said, are you good at the game? Normally I'm pretty good, yeah, but this particular colony is not going so well. And I think it's the heat thing that's throwing me off. Combination of that and then trying to do chatting and stuff at the same time I'm finding a little challenging. Hey, Spazzy. It's now 3/17. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Spazzy. Spazzy was one of our earliest duplicants who had the pleasure of dying in my colony. Or no, or did actually... No, I think Spazzy actually killed somebody in my colony. That's what it was. Life of Riley, welcome to the channel. Wow, we broke 200. Score. I'm glad you guys can see it's over 200, because for me it still says 197. 11 o'clock here in Texas, is it? That's cool. Jordan Vanderbremen, welcome to the channel. Okay. I need metal. I think that's what my problem is, right? I'm still sitting with no metal. Yeah, I have no copper. So I'm going to need them to actually... You know, the funny thing is, I have this set at a priority 6. Most of it. But they're not getting after the stuff that's down here. Let's get this at a 6 so we can get the metal that we need. Carlos Miguel, welcome to the channel. I think I missed one there too, actually. Cryptic, what made you want to do YouTube? That's a really good question. And I am not entirely sure that I know. So I started checking out videos occasionally. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like gaming. I've grown up gaming. Mike S., welcome to the channel. So I started seeing that people were playing games online. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. And then oddly enough, my daughter got into watching Let's Plays a lot more than I did initially. Rar Nums, welcome to the channel. And so I decided, ultimately, you know, that looked pretty cool, and I figured it was something I could probably do, so I decided to try it out, and I had a lot of fun making the videos and doing the editing and stuff. There was a lot to learn, everything going on, so we need to get over 9,000 watching. Yeah, good luck with that. I don't even have 9,000 subscribers. Never mind. Never mind people watching. Yeah, so I don't know. I started making the videos, and it was fun to do, and with a little bit of practice, you kind of figure out how to sort of talk and play at the same time, although I'm not doing the best job of it tonight. How much longer do you think you're going to do YouTube? I don't know, until I get tired of it, I guess. Probably quite some time. I don't know. We've always been interested in video games. I have, but of course when I started out, it was like the Atari 2600, Commodore 64 computers and that kind of stuff, because I'm a geezer. Yeah, so, yeah, and then after that, it was like feeding quarters into the like stand-up arcade machines and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I've kind of always had a thing for games. So, I don't know. It's just fun to do. I mean, this isn't my full-time job or anything. I have an actual career. This is just something that I do for fun. The learning curve for videos is pretty rough. I have almost 200 videos and only 40 subs. Yeah, the learning curve can be pretty tough. I think the hardest part is as a small channel is getting that recognition. Oftentimes, the feedback that people will give you is that if you want to become a good channel, you need to make good content. But the trouble is that you can be making the best content there is, but if nobody sees it, then obviously there's nobody that's going to recognize that. So you end up having this really funny balance between trying to deal with sort of getting your name out there a little bit, and then also trying to make good content at the same time. So, you know, it's kind of an adventure. Why the name CrypticFox? It was actually pretty random. I was out. I was looking for a name. I had another channel already, and somebody also asked if my daughter watches my videos. I think they said, and that was actually the reason why I switched over to a family-friendly channel, because she was starting to watch them. I initially was playing games, and I wasn't really worried about cursing and that sort of thing. And then it got so that she was watching my videos more, so I was like, well, I probably want to have content that I'm going to feel more comfortable with her watching, so I kind of switched to be more family-friendly. And I know somebody's complained before that I end up chatting too much and then I stop playing the game, so I should probably try to do that too at the same time. But in terms of the name CrypticFox, it was really largely just kind of random. Spazzy, it was a short visit, but have a good night. Thanks for popping in. He's 40, yeah. Yeah, I'm a geezer. I feel like in a maturity level, I'm much, much younger than that because I'm kind of immature. I mean, let's face it, I'm playing video games on YouTube. I can't be super mature. But I don't know. I have fun with it. So in the end, yeah, what do I care what people think? Ta-da! We have a pump. All right, let's get... where's my water? Plumbing. I need to get... hopefully I have enough copper now I can do the plumbing in here. Ta-da! There we go. Let's get some power over here. That's already hooked up. I do not have my water pump hooked up, so I should get that taken care of. Blue. There we go. I'm going to start getting too many things on this power line, though. This is going to be a problem soon. What was the name of your other channel? Kath's Kingdom is the other one. I actually think I have a link to it off of it as off my current channel. I still play games on it occasionally, just when I want to play something that doesn't really fit with this channel, but it's always a secondary priority. So if I start to fall behind on this one, I just stop playing on that one a bit. Let's hope the name Cryptic sticks. It doesn't devolve into Cry. That name's taken. I might cry at this game. This one's not... This is definitely not my best showing. Electrolyzer. All right, we'll get that going. I need more plumbing. Show me the plumbings. Another pipe going over here. Oh, pipe in here. Gonna need some more electrical. I ran out of copper again. Gosh, I'm really struggling for resources this time around. I've never had this problem. Well, at least not since the early games. I'm going to cut into this vacuum over here and cause a whole bunch of air problems for myself that I don't already have because, you know, air is already bad. But I need the metal. That's a priority. If I get the metal, then I can make air. And besides, who really needs air? Cryptic, what's your chosen career profession? I have one of those really boring jobs that most people don't really know about. I work in process engineering, so my focus is on like process reengineering for efficiency, taking apart the way that we do things in our business, and then coming up with different ways to either do things differently with the tools we have or rebuild tools, and then rebuild processes so that people can get a more efficient outcome. So take the amount of effort they're putting in and find a way to get a better outcome with the same amount of effort or less. And that's probably why I kind of like this game, because in a way, that's kind of what this is. It's just a big puzzle. You're just working with all of your inputs to try to come up with the best output. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Ah, good question. I watch Dragast a lot. There's just something about his sense of humor that just cracks me up like constantly. So I think I would probably pick Dragast. I do watch Markiplier, and I like checking out Jacksepticeye once in a while, even though my style is nothing like Jacksepticeye's, but I find him pretty entertaining. Who else do I check out? Blitzkriegsler I've been watching a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Can you make a gas chamber for your little dudes? You mean like a gas chamber to like off my little dudes? I only have 7 of them, man. If I get rid of them, like who's going to do the work? I don't want to do it. Do you want to do it? Who's your favorite YouTuber? Me? No, I would never pick me. Yay, Dragast. Yeah, Dragast is awesome. I like Dragast. Find your stream randomly. Pretty cool. Definitely subbing. Thanks, Red. And thanks again for subbing. 228. Let's go for 30 or for 300. If we got to 300, I don't even know what to do with myself. That would be pretty crazy. All right, electrical wire. We need this pump turned on, and we need this turned on, and I need probably more plumbing. Oh no, I got all the water there I need. I just don't have hydro for this. Yay, we got air going. Haha. Okay, so now we need to sort out the air distribution a little bit. Let's put this on hold for a second. Did I research filters? I can't even remember. Yes, I did. Good. Yay, go me. Mr. Rainbow Gaming, thanks for subbing. I probably should finish my insulation research, which means I'm going to need to turn this on. It's cooled down now, so hopefully we won't scald anybody else. And I'm going to need some sort of ductwork here for this pump to work off of. I think I'm going to deconstruct this ladder over here. A pixelated pug. That's a funny name. A pixelated pug. I like that. Welcome to the channel. Plumbing. Gas pipe. Okay, so we're going to need some sort of... Where's my... Actually, I'm low on metal still. I can't believe this. I need a gas filter. Wise assets. Welcome to the channel. 6. Let's get some priority on the metal over here, because we're going to need that so I can do my fancy ductwork. In the meantime, I'm going to lay gas pipes out here. I think I'm going to do a 2-pump system. So I'm going to do 1 pump to do this floor, and then another pump to do the floor below, maybe. Actually, I probably can't do it exactly that way. I might have to split left and right instead. So I think what I'll do is I'll go down here. And we'll go down like this. And I'll do 1 vent here. Whoops. I just totally blitzed myself right out of that. The Mr. Squatch. Welcome to the channel. Oh, did I cancel all that? Oh, that stinks. Okay, hold on. Kaylin Vincent, welcome to the channel. So one of the things you also have to be aware of with this update is that you have to be careful of the pressure that you have things at too, because your pipes and stuff can burst if you have too much pressure. Denang Fiki, welcome to the channel. You guys are seeing 253. I wish mine updated as fast as yours did. It's pretty bad when it's my stream and mine only says... Oh no, it says 254. It must only update every once in a while. Artistic Jester, welcome to the channel. Let's get this going. So I'm going to do that 1 pump there, and then I think I'll do a 2nd pump when I can get enough metal. Suffocating. Who's suffocating? Oh, they're suffocating in the middle of the building. That's bad. Okay, there's air over here. Why don't they run over there? Okay. Somewhere... Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of algae left over here. We can grab that. I have air being produced up here, so even if they could run up there, that'll at least keep them alive. I don't have to worry about them dying just yet. Ashton Tabor, welcome to the channel. I think I missed a couple people, but... Have you ever watched Blitzkriegsler? Yes, I have, actually. I think I mentioned him on the list of people I've been checking out a bit. That one I got an audio tone, but no pop-up with the name. There we go. William Poland, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I need to oxygen them. Yeah, yeah, they really need air bad. I need another little pocket of algae to help kind of bridge this gap here. I am producing air now, but it's not going to be enough for a little bit. I guess I can dig in over here. I got another alert there, but I didn't see any name come up. Weird. All right, so if they can dig in over there, there's some little bit of algae they can steal there. In the meantime, this is producing air. It's not great, but we do have air production up here. The hydrogen will start rising in this space. So worst case scenario, I know that they can at least run up here and they'll survive. Cryptic, also your Discord link is expired. Yeah, sir, we're going to have to fix that. The Jakin23, welcome to the channel. Somebody actually went into the Discord and went nuts on it, and everything went south really fast. So we're going to have to straighten out the whole Discord thing, unfortunately. Why do I have an electrical wire in the middle of nowhere there? Hold on a second. Power. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it's just not built yet. I get it. Alright, so we have metals now, I think. Yes, we do. Good. Alright, so I need my gas filter, and in here... Let's give this a little spin. Alright, I'm going to send this from the pump into the gas filter. Oh, this is going to be really messy. Yeah, alright. We're going to do a gas pipe here. And then we'll do a gas pipe here, and this will connect down to here. I need a gas vent over here. We'll do a vent down here and over here. How long are you going to stream? I don't know. I was looking to stream until midnight, but I kind of want to try to rescue this game and sort of salvage my reputation a tiny little bit before everything goes like really bad. I don't want to log off and leave in the situation that's in. I'm at 53%. Oh my goodness. I need to deal with stress now too, because it's gone so long with poor oxygen that their stress level is rising on me. Let's get a couple tables in here. I have 34,000 calories of food. That's probably not a big panic item. Let's disable this building for a moment. You know what? Let's not disable the building. We'll just take out the food supply there for a moment and let him focus on helping to do all the building and stuff instead. I do need a gas pipe. Chris Wyburn, welcome to the channel. I do need a gas pipe that's going to connect between our pump and this filter. I mean, technically, like, these guys are saying that they're suffocating, and it is a problem, but we do have an oxygen supply, so no one should die, because they should always be able to run up there. But, yeah, the title is Oxygen Not Included, yeah. The funny thing is, the name of the game is Oxygen Not Included, but you start out with oxygen, so I don't know. So now Abyssallite actually makes the environment cold. No, actually it doesn't. Abyssallite still has, like, no conductivity, I don't think. Well, actually, no, I can't tell. I don't think it has any real thermal conductivity. But they have a whole snow biome now that has, like... What's the thermal conductivity of this? Yeah, okay, so Abyssalite still has no thermal conductivity, so it doesn't cool things. But we do have snow and ice and that kind of stuff, so... I see the Level Up Anketa's spamming the channel with the word spam. What happened? You just popped up on my home YouTube. I have no idea. I think anytime somebody's streaming, they have a tendency to kind of filter higher in the search, particularly if it's related to the kind of stuff you've already been watching. You can have less stress if you didn't add a new crew. Yeah, probably. I went to 7 in total. I normally stop at 6 and kind of hover around there, but I wanted to get more people in. Well, the game shows one of the replicants duplicants holding a blueprint, yet most YouTubers skip this fact. Sure. CrypticFox, tis be a furry? No, I'm not a furry. Do you know when you'll be streaming next? Most of the time I don't. Pretty consistently I've been streaming on Thursday nights. And then I try to figure out another night in there somewhere that I can do a little bit of streaming, but my first priority is always work and family first, so this is something that I just have to try to fit in around that. So consequently, it tends to be more of a late night stream like this one is. All right, they're suffocating, but we have air production, so that's good. Actually, air is being produced in 2 places, so I think we're okay for now. Should be good enough time to get this finished, as long as we can get enough metal. I'm in love with the YouTube homepage because I found Cryptic Spot. Well, thank you. That's flattering. What's one of your first subscribers? Well, I know Rocket Gaming is one of the earliest. He's been around since I was doing some Disney Infinity 1.0 videos, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Oh, hi, Chandra. Welcome back. You must have popped out for a bit, I guess. So I think he's one of the earliest, but I think some of the people that first subscribed to me a really long time ago probably don't really follow me anymore, because, let's face it, your first videos, if you look back at pretty much any YouTuber, the first videos are usually the worst. Oh, I need power. On my little filter over here. I guess I can just bridge it up this way. Okay, so I think we're in a position I'll actually start to pump oxygen down here now. If I can get this filter going, I need to set it to filter out hydrogen, because we want to keep that in the room. I should deconstruct... this floor piece and put a little airlock door in here. Just to try to keep that sealed. Get out of the way. Oh, I gotta just deconstruct the ladder too. Hold on. Get rid of the ladder. There we go. Put a little door in here. Blammo. Bob's your uncle. I'm new to your channel. I love your commentary, and I was wondering if you're going to do walkthroughs on Mass Effect Andromeda or future big titles. I'm honestly not sure exactly what I'm going to tackle just yet. Most popular video, Disney Infinity. Yeah, the Gravity Falls. Yeah, Gravity Falls was really popular with Disney Infinity for a while, so that's that video definitely did really well for me. I haven't, the funny thing is, in the 2.5 years that I've been doing a lot of video production, for YouTube anyway, I haven't really had anything that's gone really viral. Everything I've had has been more of like an organic growth. Have you ever met Markiplier? No, definitely not. Mark's way out on the West Coast, I think. And I haven't really done the whole convention thing up to this point. Oh, they're finally digging this out over here. Good, good, good. Okay, so if I can get some power production here, I guess I gotta repair this. And let's turn that back on again. If I get a little more power producing over here, then this can run a little bit more consistently. Let's see how our airflow is working. In our gas overlay, we can see I'm moving a little bit of air, but not enough right now because the power's running inconsistently. So we'll get a little bit of airflow. And I'm going to need a second pump over here once I can get... Actually, we got good pressure in here, but I don't have enough power for a second pump yet. Now my problem's going to be I have the air ready, and now I need power to actually move things. That's going to be an issue. I'm not going to lie. Do you mostly do streams, or do you edit together gameplay videos? I mostly do gameplay videos, and I like to splice it in with a little bit of streaming because I like the ability to kind of chat while I'm playing with people. And that's not something, obviously, you really get a chance to do too much when you're just doing videos. How's my temperature overlay? Ooh, no, that's gas. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's funny. The cold really isn't radiating in too far. This thing really offsets it in a big way. I need to figure out a way that I could deal with the carbon dioxide that's in here. I might actually have to have a pump, but I don't really want to. I don't want to consume the power. Oh, I set this up and I forgot to deal with it. All right, so let's turn it off if it gets warmer than I don't know, 100 degrees. 101. Oh, that won't make a difference. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? All right, so this thing I built. I built thinking I could turn off the coal power generator, but that's where the power's coming from, so it's not going to turn anything off. Ah, good grief. Did they fix liquids deleting themselves in the pipes? Yeah, apparently they did. MF Prime 123, welcome to the channel. For anyone who's actually subscribed and your name popped up in the top and I didn't catch it, I apologize that I haven't called it out. Who got scalded? Oh, again with that generator. All right, this thing's got to stop. Disable. I don't know how to manage this thing. I got to figure out a way to deal with the heat issues because the temperature problems are really extreme in this game now. Pump air down next to the coal generator to keep it from overheating quickly. Well, what I'm going to do is try and set a pump out here that can cycle the air. Scalding again. Just turn it off and stay out of the way. Let's cancel the repair. Shinigami Sao, welcome to the channel. Survivalist Rejects, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I've kind of been, the trouble is it's way over on my left. Dapper Online, thanks for subscribing. So I have to kind of constantly look left and back. The critters a hatch, they make coal. Yeah, I have him up here. He's just kind of wandering around. He's actually been dropping some coal down here for me. And I just realized, no, I have both these set for coal, but I can't run this constantly enough to even get enough power out of it. So now here's the curveball. When I get enough hydrogen up here, I can set up a hydrogen generator, but it's going to have the same heat problems as the coal one does, except I think it even produces more heat. So that's going to be awful. Rhubarb Vids apparently hates me. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, we're almost at 300. That's crazy. Had to do like manual splitters for liquids to fix it. It was annoying. Yeah. Apparently they addressed it in this update. So hopefully it pans out well. I haven't noticed any loss of volume, but it's not something I've been paying a lot of close attention to either. So that doesn't necessarily say a lot. You know what I need to fix my power problem? I need batteries because I'm really mentally slow and never got around to building them, even though I built a space in order to house them. Because that's just the kind of brain trust I am. Oh my gosh. Let's get this in here. I need to actually do some thermal protection around this thing too, and then I'm going to have to pipe in cold air into this space too. Alright, there we go. Adrian, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Adrian Macias, is it? Thanks for joining the channel. We hit 300. Oh my gosh, we're at 306. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. At this time of night, I'm surprised. Haven't had as much issues with heat with the hydrogen, though. It's not as often. Oh, okay, that's good. So I know that previously it was one of the ways that people would use to make steam. So they would just drop the water on a hydrogen generator or on the batteries, and that would help heat up the water enough. And I still haven't put anyone on these massage tables. I really better deal with that before they start breaking things on me. I didn't pay any attention to who I was picking in terms of vomit or damage. Who's that? We need Zevran and Chandra. We'll get on these. Get on here. We'll get them taken care of. Chandra, where is Zevran? There we go. How much longer are you streaming for? Probably not a ton longer. It's already, well, maybe another half an hour or so. It's already like 12:30, but Eastern time. There was an update. Yes, there was. It's in the beta branch, which is funny because it's an alpha game and there's a beta branch for it. But it's just in like a testing phase. It's not being rolled out fully to the game until like next week. So some of the stuff that's happening tonight may actually change, over the next couple days as they tweak it a bit before they actually release it. But I really wanted to get in and kind of try out some of the new stuff sooner rather than later. Oh, a Pixelated Pug. Thanks for coming and checking out the channel. Hope you have a good night. Oh, Wabbit RB is watching from Australia. I think a couple of people mentioned they were from Australia. That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to see Australia, but then there's that whole thing about pretty much everything that lives there wants to kill you. So, for whatever reason, I just haven't gotten out there. I don't know why. All right, I'm going to try and build a little room here that we can try and do a thermal regulator in to try and cool things down a little bit. You know what? I probably should pay attention to what I was picking for my building source. Oh, okay. It picked something. Okay. Whoa. Stress vomiting. Ah, drat. All right, we've had our first stress issue. Get that cleaned up. Oh, gosh. Get this cleaned up down here, too. Although, you know what I should do? Wow, that is a crazy amount of vomit. For somebody who eats nothing but, like, lice and mush bars, that is crazy amounts of vomit. They don't even drink water. Look at it. That's ridiculous. All right, whatever. It's like the infinite fountain of puke. Wonderful. But I never experienced the heat. Yeah, the issue now is that with this update, the heat is a much bigger factor. It's something that they didn't have previously. I mean, heat was something that showed up on your templates, and you kind of tried to control the heat a little bit, but now it's a really big thing. Like if things overheat, they break, and then you're constantly repairing them. And if your duplicants get too hot, they can actually get other illnesses. Actually, let's look at the comfort zones. Yeah, for the most part, they're relatively comfortable, but it's the machinery that's a problem. Okay, if we get this dugout over here, then where are we here? Gosh, I'm low on metals again. All right, we're gonna need to do a little bit more digging over here. Let's get some more metal. Oh, if I dig over there, I'm gonna get contaminated air in, which I don't want to deal with at the moment. Let's dig this way. Scalding. Who got burnt? Oh, just running by it gets them burnt. That's crazy. Well, that's not going to work so good. I was hoping that, like, being right here, this area would be cold, but there's so much heat being thrown off by this coal generator that even though it's idle, it's still just roasting people as they walk by it. That's ridiculous. Yeah, you can purify puke, but I mean, I have so much clean water, it's not really a high priority thing for me. Hey, did somebody tell you about infinite mealwood? You have to dig it up after 2 harvests. Yeah, you can make infinite mealwood. I actually haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to that. These only have 1 harvest remaining. I probably should do that now to get the seeds back. 2 harvests remaining, 1 remaining on this one. I wish they would just not get burnt by that thing by running by it. You have to replant them, though. That kind of stinks. Okay, so we'll get all these taken care of at least. Then we'll still have some mealwood around. I have a feeling they're going to change it around so that you're not getting seeds from it at all, even if you dig it up, because that's a little bit of an exploit, but... Have you ever heard of the YouTuber JonTron? I have heard of JonTron, but I can't say that I've really watched any of it. Any of his channel. I don't get a ton of time to consume stuff, so I have a funny balance between what I watch. I mean, I watch people like Gary Vaynerchuk because I'm super interested in that whole the whole aspect of like digital marketing and social media networking and all that kind of stuff. And his whole thought process around your cell phone is now the TV and the TV is the radio. But then other than that, I just watch a couple of gaming channels like Dragast and a couple of others. And yeah, but I haven't seen JonTron. Maybe I should go check it out. Golden King, we're going to take another crack at the Discord, are we? Jonathan Carney, welcome to the channel. Hopefully this time it doesn't explode in our face. Yay! Not exploding. Who's getting scalded? Alright. I think we're getting really close to having all the research. I should just get this one out of the way so I can destroy those buildings. Oh, and I still actually I still have some food ones I can get to, I guess. All right. Where are they getting... Whoa. Wait a minute. Where did he get scalded? He must have run through over here. There's so much heat coming... Okay. I need to deal with that. Let's get some thermal tile in here. There's so much heat coming off of this thing now. It's actually coming up through the vents and actually heating up the floor above. Jacob Schaefer, welcome to the channel. It's a crazy number of subscriber pop-ups tonight. Ahmed Hagag, welcome to the channel as well. Holy cow. Love the commentaries on your videos. Have my subscription. Diogo Morales. Sorry, I think I must have Mr. Papa, but Thanks very much for the compliment and for the subscription too. Ricky Saputra, welcome to the channel. Make more food. I'm at 26,800 calories. I'm not really in a big rush for food at the moment. God, I'm having trouble keeping up with the chat now. It's actually flying by. Well, flying by from my perspective anyway. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the videos. It's been a lot of fun making them so far. And games like this, I can't get enough of this kind of thing. Which is, oh, my toilets are freezing. So the poor guys, every time they sit on the toilet, they get a frozen butt. That's amazing. I don't know how that happened, considering everything else around it is hot, but MRS off. Welcome to the channel. Oh, thanks, Jonathan. It's funny how many people have mentioned my voice lately. It's actually kind of blowing my mind a little because it's never been something that's come up very much before. Gavin Descharm, welcome to the channel. Cody, welcome to the channel as well. David Schoenacker, welcome to the channel. Sorry, there's so many of these pop-ups coming up, I can't even keep track of them. Wabbit RB, welcome to the channel as well. Threadit says CO2 is good at absorbing heat, so if you've got a greenhouse pocket toasting your dupes after yeah. So apparently the CO2 isn't releasing. Oh my gosh, look at this mess. I have great air up here. I'm not keeping a steady enough power supply. All right, we're gonna have to go old school. Let's get a couple of. Are you kidding me? I don't even have copper. I can't keep a supply of copper on hand. Sorry, I just missed a pop-up for whoever that was. I was focused on the game at the moment. All right, let's get... I'm going to have to go old school. Let's get some priority on digging up the copper. Jason Miller, thanks for subscribing. I'm going to have to get priority on... on doing the manual generators because the ones that actually require power are producing too much heat. I think I might even just go away from using them altogether. It just doesn't seem to be a good value in it anymore. Christian Alice, welcome to the channel. I could also try doing like a small skim of water on the ground where the generator is and see whether that sucks up more of the heat than the air does. And that might help cool the space also, I guess. Yeah, I check out Markiplier's videos every now and then too. I mean, some of the big channels, I think you almost can't avoid watching them because they're all over the place. Austin Figuret, welcome to the channel. These guys keep getting scalded down here. So the funny thing is, they get scalded on the way to the toilet and then they sit on a frozen toilet seat. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. How long do you plan on streaming? Until about 1 a.m., so I've got about 27 minutes or so left. I need to keep these guys out of the scalding down here. This is no good. I wonder if they're actually taking damage from this. I can't even see... Where are they here? Assign details. Interrupted sleep. Holding his breath. Light wounds. Yeah, so they are a little injured. Level up Anketa. Welcome to the channel. Scalding. More scalding. Okay. I need to get a handle on what's going on, because these guys are all getting charred down here. Amorosis, welcome to the channel. This has been a good stream. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the game outcome's not so fantastic, but it's been fun talking to you guys. My name, say it please. Falling into Black. Hi, Falling into Black. G-Tier 0926. That's so cool. I'm Jackseptic AD. Dragon Tamer 1052. How you doing? Thanks for subscribing. All right, so we're getting a fair amount of heat down this whole bottom quadrant here. This room cooled down, fortunately, but I'm going to heat it up again, because if I put in something in there to kind of filter... Chicken Legs, thanks for subscribing. Rito Flores, thanks for subscribing as well. That's really cool. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the stream and enjoying the videos on the channel, too. I'm not going to lie, this has been, the whole, video production thing. Mr. J2P3, I don't even know if I caught all that. The whole video production thing has just been so much fun to do. I think I need a pump to use the regular. I don't think it'll draw in on its own. After the stream, can you accept my friend request? I'm Claptrap. Also used to be animation nerds. Oh, okay, cool. I use ad blockers, and you're too. I can't say I blame you. I mean, the ads do get to be a little bit excessive sometimes. It's a hard balance, right? Like you kind of flip between wanting to support the people that you enjoy watching, but then it's just so hard to be like bombarded with ads all the time. Pick Rider 32. Let's hold on. Let's get I think Crazy Dave needs a table too. There we go. We'll get them on the massage table. Hopefully that goes over well. Zachary both, thanks for coming and checking out the stream. You as well, Pay. Why can't I join your Discord chat? That's a really good question. I'm not sure at the moment. I've been streaming and the whole thing kind of self-destructed. So we might have actually had to change the link that you can use to get into it. Because somebody got in there and just made a big mess. And they made all kinds of like inappropriately named chat channels and all kinds of stuff. It was not good. Jack and Mark are funny, but it's nice to have people that are calm and collected like Cryptic. Oh, thanks, Brian. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I enjoy watching them because there's entertainment value there, but it's not really my shtick to kind of go like crazy over the top. Thanks, Golden King. So Golden King was the one that actually helped me set up the Discord. I really appreciate that, and I also appreciate the fact he cleaned up the mess when it happened because, frankly, I'm not sure I would have known how. We kept on stream getting me in every stream I join. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. I don't normally do the whole shout-out thing, but yeah, whatever. It's been fun. Okay, I have crazy amounts of air up here that is not really moving in the way that I want it to be just yet. Where's my gas piping? I'm getting like really tiny amounts of gas movement here. Okay, that's much more steady. No, it's the power issue. That's what the problem is. Okay, so let's get some little treadmills going here. Let's see if we can get some people under here that. Oh gosh, just what I need, another duplicant. You know, we're only running low on air. You know, let's just add another pair of lungs in there, and we'll see if that helps. I think not. Oh, he's cleaning the toilet and getting scalded while doing it. That's not a pretty picture. There's not. You know what? I don't even know how to deal with that heat over there. Let me see if I can put. Let's maybe put a hydro fan over here. It takes a duplicant to run it, and it also requires water, which I really don't like. But I'm not really using a whole lot of water, and supposedly we're going to have tons of it anyway. So, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here? It says it consumes water. I'm sure it did. Over here, hydrofan. Water, minus 20 grams per second. And it requires duplicant operation. I don't know. Let's get it built, I guess, and see whether that thing works. I've never yet used the hydrofan, because it just never seemed like a good idea. Scalding dirty toilet. Can you imagine how that smells? Oh my gosh. It'd be like the worst truck stop ever. Oh, good grief. Pig Rider, did he never get on the table? There's Crazy Dave in there. Okay. Building. Oh, what do we got here? Building lacks resources. Building broken. Building overheated. Oh, well, that could be worse. My coal generator's broken. I'm not really worried about that. This thing's been a nightmare. I need to play around a little bit and figure out a good way to keep that thing cool. Because you could just use like recirculated air to try to keep it cool, but I have a feeling it won't keep up with it. Plus, it'll suck so much power to do all the pumping and everything. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. This is how it feels to be your duplicates. Yeah, they're not having the best life this time around. Normally, I have a really good handle. I can glide through like the first 75 or so cycles without really any problems, but this one, the whole having to manage the temperature thing is really throwing me off. They're still struggling for air. I do have some moving through here, but I don't think there's enough yet because I'm not getting consistent airflow. What I should do is prioritize, I guess, having them build out these. And then let's check out the electrical wiring, because these are going to need to be plugged in. And then hopefully, you know what, and I should actually make sure that we're consistently producing. I don't know, let's get this hooked up first, then I might actually disconnect these from the power grid and just use a manual generator, one manual generator power this stuff up here, so that we have a good flow of air, and then maybe set a separate battery up here to have a separate circuit so that our oxygen is always supplied. I think it's 11:39 we're using Canada. No, it's actually later than that. It's 12:40 in the morning here. I ended up going like way past where I planned to stream. I was only going to go until like midnight, but frankly I'm addicted to this game and I can't get off it. And I've heard the thing go off a few times, so I apologize. Luke Nelson just subscribed. Thanks, Luke. I've heard the thing go off a few times and I keep missing it, so I apologize for that, guys. Life is a roller coaster. Thanks for coming and checking out the stream. Sorry you have to go to work at this hour. Hopefully it's daytime where you are. Cut the wall next to the coal generator. No, this one here you mean. Yeah. Well, oh. So I'm trying to put in some thermal stuff here. What I was going to do was try to wall off the thermal regulator so I could use it to cool things, but I don't think I like that idea. I'm in the middle of building it and I don't even like it. Do you live in Ontario, Canada? Bill Cipher. Yes, I do. Good name, too. Bill Cipher. I love Gravity Falls. If that's just a coincidence and it's not actually based on that, then that's still a good name. Algae terrariums, they require no power and will consume CO2. They do, but they also consume algae, which I really haven't had a ton of. I'm sitting at 0 kilograms right now, and that's part of my problem. So that's why I built this oxygen room up here, but the challenge I'm having is having enough power to run the oxygen room. And I definitely don't have algae to run algae terrariums right now. I'm probably going to need to put a second oxygen pump in here just so that I can get enough airflow out of this thing to supply the base, based on the square footage of room I have here. And I gotta stop burning people. I probably should actually look at putting something in from a medicine perspective so that I can heal some of these people that are getting hurt by all the scalding. Can you say A for us just one time? You know, the funny thing is I work for a company that does everything in the U.S., and I used to work on the phone there before I moved along through the company and got to the position where I am now. So, for the most part, I think I have a lot of the... I don't do a lot of Canadian colloquialisms, but A is when I do still say occasionally, so... Hey, what's going on, eh? Take off, eh, you hoser. That'll be my Canadian input for today. That and back bacon. Back bacon. Alright, so we're getting a fair amount of hydrogen buildup up here, but that's... So I'm going to have to deal with that soon, too. Food is decayed. No! Oh, we're down to 9,800 calories. I probably should pay attention to that. Let's get a mush bar going again. I hate those things. However, thermal switch is taking away from copper ore. Yeah, it's just sitting down here. I don't even need it. Let's actually what am I doing here? Deconstruct this thing. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even need it there. I built it there by accident. I need the heavy watt wire in here, though. And then I can deconstruct this stuff here, too. If I can get... There we go, wires. Get rid of that. There. I'd like to wall this off, but then it traps the CO2 in there, which means I'd have to pump the CO2 out, and the heat is always going to be an issue, so... Blah. Blah. Bacon, now I'm hungry. Yeah, I can relate, Brian. Bacon. So these guys are running on the treadmill to produce power, and there's no cabling underneath their thing. The two of them are running to make power that's going nowhere. That's amazing. What? That's ridiculous. It's not even connected to the grid, and they're running on it. Oh, gosh. Pig Rider, and conveniently enough, they both have high stress. Maybe because they're doing a job that doesn't do anything. Where is... Okay, wait a minute. He was still assigned to the table. Why wasn't he on it? Chandra is not looking good. Moderate wounds. Uh-oh. I think he's been seared so many times. He's actually injured. That's not good. I wonder how many other of them have gotten injured that way. At least I have that. I'm building the table down there finally so they can actually get healed with the medical cot or whatever it is. All right, Pig Rider. All right, so he's assigned to that. He's good to go. Where's Pig Rider? Oh, he's just, that's what's the problem is. Zavern was actually assigned to 2 different tables at once. Falling into Black, thanks for coming and checking out the stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, the hatches produce coal, but I'm not really using coal a terrible lot right now, just because that silly coal generator is producing crazy amounts of heat. What I should do is try to actually... Oh, what am I doing here? I should actually just build right out into the middle of this ice and let it melt the ice for me so I could create a big pool of water. And then I wouldn't have to deal with the heat problem, maybe. I don't know. It seems to overheat even when it's in a cold space, but I think that's probably a good idea. Let's just get rid of this whole thing. The trouble is this is a vacuum in here, and I already have an oxygen problem, so maybe I'll wait. Maybe I will wait. That's what I'll do. I'll wait, and I'll fume like an impotent something or other. Food shortage. Somebody make food. All right, he's got food on the go. Food is decayed. All right, so we got Stuff that's been in here so long, it's actually decaying. Ooh, rotten meal lice. Oh, they're all nice and bloated. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, gosh. So food spoilage and heat and temperature management and stuff is definitely one of the bigger... well, not so much the food spoilage. I really could just build a container over here and not have to worry about the food spoiling anymore. I just don't feel like that's my highest priority right now, given the color of my base. This is the worst coloring I've ever had on my oxygen overlay in, like, weeks. This is horrible. When's this game coming out? Well, it's out in alpha right now, and it's something you can technically play now while it's still in development. In terms of, like, a completed version of the game, I'm not really sure. I haven't heard any actual timelines for that. More scalding. More scalding. People suffering for O2. This is pumping, though. We are getting regular air now. Why isn't this building? Hold on. Let me check my priorities here. Okay, let's get priority 7 on this and see if... Is it an issue of I just... Oh, no, I don't want that. Hold on. 5. Is it an issue that I just don't have the materials? I don't think that's it, because I have copper ore. Why hasn't it been built? That's killing me. How do I download it? Yeah, if you go to Steam, oddly enough, there isn't like a direct link off the game. You have to go into the Oxygen Not Included community chat, and in there's a link, and maybe they put it on the main page now as well. I'm not certain, but before you had to go into that chat to actually find it, and then it would link you over to the place where you could actually purchase and download the game. A chair. Let's get him on the stress table. Let's get Fluffiest Teddy on the stress table. Gosh. I hate when it gets to the point where you're not balancing things very well and then you're spending too much time trying to get people de-stressed. Air is picking up in here, though. You can see that it's pumping pretty regularly, but now we're going to have to deal with the hydrogen that's up here. So I think the next thing I will do is build a floor over here. And I'm going to build a hydrogen power generator. Like so. And then we're going to need... I probably should do some sort of a battery or something over here, but I don't want it too close to the living quarters, because this thing's going to produce heat also. And heat is like my nemesis in this game. I don't know what the deal is. Shadow Dragon, thanks for subscribing. I'm having more trouble balancing the heat than I was any of the other resource issues that I was having before. I mean, oxygen, you know, I'm not in the best place oxygen-wise, but it's actually not that bad, all things considered. Like, if you look in here, I'm in the mid-100. Well, that's actually really low. All right, so I'm in pretty crappy position right now for oxygen. But, I mean, I'm not the worst I've ever been. It's the heat management that I'm having trouble with, because the buildings I want to use are just breaking down, so I'm not getting that consistent usage out of them. All right, so let's set up... I'm going to need plumbing. We're going to need a gas pipe. Oh, and actually, I'm going to need another gas filter, oddly enough. Dan Games, thanks for joining the channel. I'm going to put this filter in here because at this time I wanted to send hydrogen, and then the oxygen actually can go over here and connect with this pipe. Louis Beauchesne, thanks for joining the channel. Lots of cool subscribers tonight. This is awesome. All right, I'm going to send this right down over here, and we'll send it up. Oh, gosh, I'm going to have an oxygen problem here. I'm gonna run this one across the top of the floor. Only because... Aiden Redla, thanks for joining the channel. Only because I want to run the piping for ventilation to run into the living quarters over here once I get a better steady supply of it going. Europa 3010, thanks for joining the channel. This has been a fun stream, but I'm having... It's also been one where I've had more trouble than any other stream I've had in this game for a long time now, I think. Chrome Dragon King, thanks for joining the channel. Falling into Black, I came back. Please destroy the crude statue for a better one. I can't stand it. Oh, you know what I'm going to do now? You mispronounced my name. Oh, sorry, Lewis. So Snowy, thanks for subscribing. I think what I'll do is let's make like 10 of these abstract sculptures. I think that's probably a good way to go about it, right? Melanie Castaneda, thanks for joining. It's awesome. Two guys walked into a bar. The third guy ducked. That's totally a dad joke. I like those. You like oxygen, period, yeah. So I ran out of water. How do you get water and keep it? Well, water is probably not going to be as big of a problem after the update. Paul John Punzalin? Sorry. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Water is probably not going to be as big of an issue. Alex Duchesne? Sorry. Again, pronunciation. Thanks for joining. You can actually melt the whole snow biome and get all kinds of water and stuff over here now. So it seems like the bigger problem now... General Scuttles, thanks for subscribing. Seems like more of the general problem now is handling things like heat. Honestly. Water doesn't seem to be as big of an issue. Why, Cryptic? Why do you do this? Just for the sake of fun. Kevin Swallows. I hope that's a name. Not a description. Okay, let's maybe prioritize this. I'm going to need to take care of the hydrogen up here, I think. So, Adam, just subscribe. Thanks, Adam. Get all this taken care of. Try to keep people from getting scalded for a little bit. They can play up here in the oxygen. Wouldn't that be novel? Give them the horrible job where they have to breathe. Daisy Gomez, thanks so much. Bet that coal generator could melt the biome itself. It probably could, to be honest. The trouble is it's all vacuum over here. If I cut into it, I'm going to lose what little oxygen I have. Oh, there's a little bit of oxygen over here. Not a lot, though. Richard Evans, thanks so much for subscribing. I have a feeling... I'm going to wrap this stream up in about 10 minutes because I've been going at least 3 hours now. But I have a feeling that by the time we wrap up the stream tonight, I'm probably not going to be sitting in the best position. But I'll make a point of trying to clean everything up after the stream on the next video, I think. I just reprioritized what it was. I did. Yeah, that's right. I'm super smart. Go me. I'm glad somebody's watching because I sure wasn't, apparently. Thanks for pointing that out. I prioritized a 5 to a 5. You know what? It's the highest 5 that you can get out of 5s, really. Huge ass. Thanks for joining. Yeah, good name. Can you just airlock the vacuum to prevent oxygen loss? Yeah, I could, but the trouble is it's going to take a little bit to get in here. Plus, there's the cold factor. And honestly, this isn't my biggest problem right now that I have manual generators. My biggest issue is I just want to get the air distribution that I have up here. Colio Dog, thanks for subscribing. Thermal update is out, but it's only out in like the test environment. So if you go into Steam, you can access it through the beta branch by if you right click on the game, then you can choose properties and then go into beta, and in there you can get access to it. But if you do that, you're going to lose access to any of the save games you might have already. So that's just something you should probably be aware of. Scalding, we're getting scalded again. Then making up a pipe leading. I actually need to spend a bunch of time off recording, playing around with the different things. What I kind of want to test out is, can I use liquid as a cooling mechanism if I put pipes into a place and get them to radiate cold, or can I use the frozen biome to super cool stuff that I pass through it so that I can cool things without using the what's it called? The thermal regulator and that kind of stuff. So there are a few different things I want to play around with. Jennifer Burns, thanks for subscribing. And that'll give me a chance to kind of see what I can do in terms of the temperature management, because I think it's going to take a lot of little experimentation. Oh my gosh, that is gold. Comedy gold. Did you hear about the Italian chef who died? He passed away. I'm going to use that on my daughter. Has anyone bothered to test if pipes finally transfer heat? No, I haven't. And that's part of what I want to try to do, to experiment with that, to see whether I can use a pipe and snake it through a room and cool it off by using it. I'm going to be back in the near future. I've got to go say you're great. No, thanks. Thanks, Falling into Black. I appreciate that you enjoyed the stream, and then you'll come back and check things out again. It's been a lot of fun. How old is your daughter? She's 8, and she's a handful of trouble, and I'm sure she'll watch the stream later and hear that. Tell us the dad joke. Have you heard the one about the sidewalk? Will C just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, Will C. Apparently there's a material with higher thermal conductivity than copper that can be used as in tiles as heat sinks. Oh, that's cool. I'm really gonna have to go check that out a little bit. Oh, like so right now I've only got access to copper because that's Did I not set this at a priority for building? What's going on here? Oh, no, I did. Did I run out of materials? Nope, it's under construction. Alright, should be fine. Actually, oh, they're looking a little hurt. King Golden's really hurt too. That's not good. Alright, let's get this prioritized too. I think I'm gonna need to start healing some duplicants soon. Your dude on the left is dying. I know, he's really hurt. Oh! God, thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even notice that. Pig Rider, no! Alright, somebody get him out of there. Let's set this at a 9. We'll get him out of there fast. Thank you for spotting that. I thought it was actually... The groaning I thought was the wounded guy that was walking over this way, but... Come on, he's suffocating. Get him out of there. Oh my gosh. He's gonna die because they all went to bed. This is ridiculous. I don't think you're gonna die, Golden. I think Pig Rider's toast, though. These guys are all off to bed. They're like, you know, forget about Pig Rider. He can last until morning. Oh, right. Oh, right. Red alert. Duh. I've never used red alert before. Red alert. Red alert. Get him out of the block. No, don't build that. Are you kidding me? There we go. Thank you for reminding me about that. Oh my gosh, I've never used that. Your medical table's not built. No, I know. It's still down here. I need to prioritize it as something they build. I'm at that point now where I'm trying to juggle a few different things that I really need them to prioritize making, and I really wish they would stop scalding themselves. That would be golden. I mean, I've got semi-breathable air through a good portion of the base now, so I did manage to tackle some of it, but we still have some bad oxygen levels in different places, and they're all sleeping in the wonderful low oxygen, which is great. I should actually, while I'm thinking of it, I should set up the plumbing here for a branch of the air to go over here where they live, so they're not sleeping in CO2 and stuff all the time. But again, I'm on a metal. This is crazy. This game is one man for himself, and a guy is suffocating. Yeah, he lived though. It's okay. He survived. I mean, no, he's probably not doing all that hot, but he's alive. That's something. Yeah, I read about the red alert when I first got the game, and then I've never once used it, so I completely forgot about it. Thank you for reminding me about that. Oh, no, don't go over there. Just leave this thing alone. Just cancel. Oh, no, I need that wire. Ultimately, when I use that thing, I'm going to need the wire. Let's cancel for now. Let's keep everyone out of this heated area. Oh, the thermal temperature has improved over here, so that's good. Now it's only warm. So hopefully they won't get scalded if I can keep them out of this space. What are you going over there for? I canceled. He's picking up materials and scalding himself in the process. Oh my goodness. What type of music do mummies listen to? Rap music. Ba-dum-bumps. Can actually choose some things that are made of so you don't always need to use copper. Yeah, but the trouble is I don't have any other metal other than copper right now, based on where I am. I need to actually extend out into some different areas, because there's gold amalgam you can get out in the slime areas. Where's here? There's gold amalgam and stuff I can get to, but then I have to deal with contaminated O2, which I'm not in a rush to get to at the moment. What does the double bar mean? One for health, one for breath. Could be. I'm not sure which one you're referencing. I didn't spot anyone with a double bar. Oh, the bed's made. Yay. Okay, let's see who's injured. Vitals. Oh, a little bit of everybody. This is good times. Chandra is in the worst shape, so let's get him on the table first. Hopefully that will help the stress if we improve their injuries and stuff. Warrior Cat Cloud Tail. I didn't catch all the name there, but thanks for subscribing. Brandon Fernandez, another awesome subscriber. Thanks. This is the most chaotic I've been in so long. I can't get over this. I don't even need to build this thing now since the temperature's kind of gone down. Who got scalded, though? Building lacks resources. Oh, yeah. Duh. Building broken. Building overheating. This is messy. Messy. Still got good air up here, though. If I can pump this out... Oh, you know what? That's my problem. I didn't set this. I want I want to filter this for oxygen so that all we're getting is hydrogen. And that'll feed oxygen into our other pipe, which hopefully it doesn't back up the flow coming from the other pipe. Boy, that's really slow moving. Oh, because I'm on play. Ah, there we go. Alright, so we've got flow of oxygen, we've got flow of hydrogen, which will go over to this power generator, which I don't have connected to anything, so it's going to back up really fast. I should... Mercedes Rodriguez, thanks for subscribing. I should actually get in here and build a battery, which I don't have the materials for. Blah. I feel like that's the story of the game tonight. Lack of resources. Fluffiest Teddy, thanks for coming and checking out the stream. I appreciate that. Have a good night. I didn't know people could get scalded. I should probably fix my generator room. Well, they can't get scalded until you get the thermal update. After you get the thermal update, then scalding's fair game. The Ambient Thinker, thanks for subscribing. I think I missed somebody else there. I'm sorry. This is something that's just still in test mode right now. But once you get access, or once you switch over to this version of the game, then temperature becomes a really big thing. Until now, it really hasn't been. JBrows233, thanks for subscribing. Alright, when they hit the next night cycle, I think I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. This is... Oh, this thing's all jammed up. I should just connect this thing to the power, but I can't because I don't have metal. Alright, hold on. Prioritize. 6, give me some metals. Give me some metals. We'll hook it up to the power. Robert Johansson, thanks for subscribing. Is that airlock sideways? Yeah, this one is. You can turn anything by hitting O. Well, almost anything. I guess there's a few things you can turn, and those you can't. But there's a couple different things you can turn by hitting O. Alfonso Brooks, thanks for subscribing. Looks like you can have contaminated air at your outhouse. Oh, do I really? It's hard to tell now because the overlay doesn't work. No, not really. I mean, I have the air deodorizer. Oh, it's waiting material delivery. Oh. So I might actually have a little bit of contaminated air, but not much. If it does come out, it tends to float up here, and you can see there's little spots of polluted oxygen up here, but not a lot. The new oxygen overlay in the update, unfortunately, does not really give you good information about the polluted air, which used to be contaminated air, and now it's polluted air. So you can't pick it out from this overlay anymore. This mostly just shows you the pressurization of the gases in the area. Stabby Kitten, thanks for subscribing. Which I'm kind of missing. I'm hoping that they end up changing the overlay back a little bit so that you can actually see stuff. But where are we here? I need power. Let's hook up this heavy wattage over here so we can do something useful with the power from that. The Kid of Catherine, thanks for subscribing. I still remember what my grandfather said before he kicked the bucket. He said, "You want to see how far I can kick this bucket?" Oh, but I'm bumped. All right, Jaden, I'll bite. Knock, knock. Oh, sorry, Bandit. We had an issue with the Discord during the stream, and I think they had to change over the link to it. I'll have to update it later when I save the video over. Brendan Fernandez, thanks for joining the channel. I subscribed. It didn't appear. A-Bomb32, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, I'm using an online service to do the pop-up alert sort of thing. Beef Kids, thanks for subscribing. But I'm actually not sure that it's getting all of them. I mean, some of them I'm just missing because I don't hear it. But I noticed when I looked at it earlier, it said I had like 32 subscribers or something that I had today, but it was actually like 85. So I don't know how it missed so many of them. But Epic Sonicu, thanks for subscribing. All right, this cycle's almost over. When they hit the night cycle and they all go to bed, I think I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight because I've been streaming for something like 3 hours. I'm going to start running out of voice soon. All right, they're all off to bed. All right, so this was definitely not the best the best I've ever handled a game. Isaac Swaggers, thanks. Isaacus Swaggers? I'm sorry, pronunciation terrible. Zeta0. Boy. Rajan Thind? Or is it Rahan Thind? Holly's Green Hair. Lots of cool people subscribing. This is awesome. Thanks very much, everyone. Luke Skywalker. Oh my gosh, I have a Jedi Knight in the house. Thanks for subscribing. Luke Skywalker 456 Burke. It's been a fun game. You know, this is definitely not the best managed colony that I've ever had, but it's sometimes it's fun to kind of like run at the edge of chaos because it definitely gives you a bit more of a challenge. Kevin Wilson, thanks for subscribing. with the new update, there's certainly a lot that needs to be managed around the heat, and that seems to be one of the primary problems I've run into. I also didn't have a ton of algae at the beginning, which normally wouldn't be too big of a problem if I'd planned to make a hydrogen oxygen room sooner. Roger Young, thanks for subscribing. But it has been a ton of fun. I appreciate everyone who's come out and checked out the stream. There's something like 350 people or so watching right now. So for all of you that are watching the stream and enjoying it, thank you very much. To all of you who subscribed tonight, thank you as well. This has been a real blast. I'm probably going to stream again, probably next Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern time again. Every now and then I try to fit in another stream of something else. I might play, every now and then I want to try and get in and play a little bit of Rocket League just to unwind. Lord Bessa, thanks for subscribing. So that's pretty awesome. But thanks again, everyone. I do appreciate all of you, and thanks again for watching the stream. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.